What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Full Metal Alchemist D&D. As always, I'm your host, Connor. With us, we have Nick as Elijah.
Yo.
Mike is Max.
Yo.
Dan is Elsawa.
Yo.
Zach is Tony.
Hello.
And Red as Ivan.
Ivan, reporting for duty.
Quick recap as to what happened last time. We haven't had a session for a month and a half. So people are going to be a little bit rusty.
Thanks, everyone else.
So, as a quick recap, ask me if you need anything else clarified. You went back to Tony's hometown, which was Monmort. At which point, Elijah pistol whipped Tony's mom.
Remember that?
Sent her to the hospital.
Right, I fucking hate you too. Oh.
In my
but
defense,
you all go on.
She did pull something out.
She pulled pepper spray. Yes.
I didn't know it was pepper spray.
Well, you also
How the
didn't
fuck
know
was I
who
supposed
she
to
was
know?
or anything that was going on.
Yes, and I told her to freeze, and she did not freeze. So I shot her.
Well,
And then
Welcome
she
to
kept screaming too much, and I
America.
didn't know if the fucking room was clean, so I smacked her on the head, tried to knock her out real quick.
well, if this was real life right now, you would be on leave without pay.
Or
Right
with
now, I
that.
probably
Depending on
with,
where you
probably
are.
with, yeah, you know.
No, well, let's be honest. Your mom was white. It'd be without pay.
Mine? Or,
Tony's
you mean Asawa's? Oh.
All right. So that joke aside, then you all pursued the path of Nikolai because that whole misconception happened as a result of his followers. You followed through the forest, at which point you found a talking bear that tried to grab Red's dog. Red, instead of allowing the bear to run away with the dog, shot the dog to kill it.
Oh my god, I did that.
Yep.
Jesus
You
Christ.
really did. You really, really did.
Just gonna pet the dog. It was gonna pet the dog and give it back.
I get my dog.
Then you all arrived at the Drogman Spy's base to find a very cozy little setup and a man who, after burning some relevant information, he surrendered himself. At which point you've all arrested him, started making your way back, and now you're at a hot spring that is known for revealing information or for giving you a spiritual encounter.
We show up naked and with towels on our heads.
You can have towels. You will not be
Okay.
naked here.
I have a towel on my head.
All right. Now, however, at this point, you can feel free to undress if you wish to. But you have
No.
all entered this cave. The heat is still going out. You can see the steams rising up along the top of the ceiling, and you can see there are a bunch of various caverns going deeper in. Gardener will lead. Well, here we are, everyone. I'll go take this one over here. I figured it'd be best that Sherman and I keep close to Nikolai. As for you all, do whatever you way.
Sure thing. Don't mind if I do.
See these three all walk a bit deeper down.
They can follow them.
And as you all explore the cavern, you know there is enough for each of you to take one bathhouse room to yourself.
Honor of the coin heads, middle, tails, to the right.
Or, we could just do initiative
Not
choose.
down, right? I was going to say, do it in initiative.
If you want to, sure. Well, actually, you choose first.
The
There's
coins
enough
inside.
for everybody to choose their own.
Straight
that's
ahead.
really what's important.
Okay.
Yeah, of
Do we need
course
to
you
go
don't
by
have to,
movement?
but no, you can just enter one of them. All right, there's Elijah's.
Can I
Coin
say
heads
something
inside.
before the next move?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going to look at the group. If anybody would like to have company just to talk, given how much we have been through recently. Whatever bath I'm in is open if you wish to speak.
No offense, but I'm steaming enough already.
Spirit die.
I didn't
Wasn't even the
appreciate
purpose.
That is
That's part of the reason,
understandable.
because you made that as a joke that I could tell wasn't like a Travis hoping for a spirit die pun.
But you always give them to him.
No, I've stopped that. In the past, I always have.
That is understandable, Tony. I only meant to offer it as an option if you wanted to talk to someone based on what you've gone through, looking at Ivan or what you have gone through.
I'm good, and I'm gonna trudge off this way.
Hey, it's not your turn.
I'm just gonna go.
I don't even know where's been taken.
Max, you are up.
All right, but I'll say before I leave, I'll leave my radio comms on, just in
The ones
case.
I'm pointing to are the ones that haven't been taken.
Coin has decided
which-
this way is for me, but I didn't suspect there was going to be another path to choose from. So, yeah, out of the coin, I'll do the same toss. See what it does for me.
Why not just roll a D2?
No, I got IRL coin for this very purpose. That's my full movement, but I've got another.
That's
another
okay.
choice.
You can keep going. This is just
Oh.
you're going until you get to the bath.
Yeah, we're gonna. Whatever happens,
All right. Max has chosen his Elsawa.
I'll plot
Which
my
one is
radio
Max's
down.
again?
I'll keep my little
There we
arrow
go.
up.
Okay.
There are 3 remaining.
I will take, I guess, what would be the middle.
All right. And be that one right there. Tony, you have the one on the left or the one on the right. All right. And then Ivan, you can go all the way over here to the right.
All the way to the right. Where?
All the way over.
Whoops. Whoops.
Little more over to the right.
Yeah. Sorry, Max.
He's just poked in on you stripping. That's all it is.
No, go that way.
My eyes!
You might have to go back and then loop around.
Oh.
I might have that set so that way you can't go through
Yep.
vision lens.
That's cool. That works. Going in my bath. I dive right in.
All right, fully clothed and all. All right.
Yeah.
Wearing his radio with shorts out.
Oh dang!
No, I would
Wait.
take all the stuff off. I'd be like in that anime scene, like, "Psha!"
Fully undressing in the air. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Automatic, short circuits is auto mail arm.
They're maids. They don't do that.
I know. And I bought you the upgraded ones, so you
Oh, yeah, I got
definitely
two.
are good.
Ooh, I gotta remember. I got 2 of them. All right.
You could use your spare arm as a paddle when we're out in the water sometime.
No, actually, didn't. Oh wait, I'm trying to think. Did I make that into the sniper armor, or was I thinking about making that into a sniper?
You were thinking about it.
Okay. Want to make sure I didn't do that yet. Yeah, I know I'm gonna do that extra arm. Yeah.
Ambiguous token I can use here. We'll use the crystal.
Meh.
All right.
First
You
generation.
all are resting up in the pools. The heat getting y'all relaxed and soothed. Maybe some of you a little uncomfortable. But Elijah, you start to see something. The token is not accurate to what you are seeing. It is just to represent the nature of the cave. You see a
Oh, hi, Mark.
familiar face begins to approach your bath. Hey, kiddo. How you been? You see the face of your father.
He just sort of.
Shoot him too. It's the best action. He pulled something out. Fucking whip him.
Which is
He didn't pull
ironic
anything
because
out.
we can see Elijah's face now too.
Yeah,
Oh, can you?
he will.
You can see his space or his face?
His face.
Face. I thought you said space. I was like, oh shit, did I accidentally reveal something?
He just sort of. He'll blink twice and rub his eyes for a second before he just sort of gives a little bit of a kind of a questionable acceptance of the fact that I'm probably seeing shit. Yeah, I guess. How you doing, old man?
Oh, nothing to complain. Not where I am.
Just dead, right?
Well, let's not worry about the details.
kind of worried about the details. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
What do you mean?
I mean, you went off with a girlfriend and you both didn't come back. So
Yes, that. Well, what have you learned about her?
Solaris. It wasn't Solaris. She apparently. I know that she's Lust, right? I was told that she was called Lust, or at least Lust has been brought up before. Right?
I don't remember. I think so.
I think it has.
We'll say yes.
All right. Apparently, they actually go by Lust. I don't know. Got a weird tattoo. She's kind of hot. I understand why you were doing what you're doing, but kind of sucked they didn't come home.
Well, I'm sorry for what it's worth.
Somehow I don't think that death is something that you could control, even with how good you were at alchemy.
No one truly can control it. But we're not here to talk about me. I'm here to hear about you. How's your life been in the military?
Not great. I had to shoot a lot more people than I thought I was going to have to, but that does come with the job description, but at the same time, I really didn't favor it.
Oh, that's fair. What are your thoughts on the Fuhrer now?
Same as, I mean, he did sort of come in and save my ass. So I still owe him. I don't completely trust him, but I owe him. They sent me back home. I paralyzed Brandon.
You get like, he has an off-put laugh at that. Have you now?
Yeah, I did.
Have you?
Well, did he deserve it?
Well, I was trying to run away from the house, and he tried to stop me. So I just stroke of luck. I wasn't even that good with my lightning alchemy. I just hoped that something was going to happen whenever I touched him, and he can't walk anymore.
Well, we all make mistakes on the path that we take. What's important is that you learn from them.
Yeah. I pistol whipped my friend's mother yesterday. Well, was it earlier today? Or
I guess it would have been earlier today, yeah. Would have been this morning.
I pistol whipped my friend's mother earlier today.
Did she deserve it?
Mother? No. I fucked it up.
And learn from that too.
So, how's being dead?
He kind of smiles. Remember, we're here to talk about you.
Well, damn it, I miss you. I haven't seen you in a couple of years. Sorry to say.
I know. Remember, I'm always closer than you think.
Yeah, well. Things just seem to be getting deeper and deeper, and this rabbit hole is just getting larger.
Well, stay true to yourself, Elijah. Stay true to this path that you're on. I think that is what is going to bring you the most happiness.
I don't know. So, are you allowed to talk about things? Or is it just about me, or are you allowed to talk about other things?
What did you have in mind?
Can you tell me my mom's name?
Is that in your backstory at all?
I think it is.
Raggedy
I'm not
Ann.
completely sure.
Shirley. Beatrice.
Wrath.
Bethany.
I do not remember. Let me pull it up.
I can just Google Elijah.
You're Googling your own name?
No, shut the fuck up. Nope. No name was chosen.
Can I pick
She
it?
is a random lady.
Can I pick it? It won't be
Yeah.
dumb.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, now it's going to be dumb.
You
Can't think
called
of
out, huh?
Azula.
What's your mom's name?
My mom's name? Stacy.
Yep. We have the same mom's name.
That is not his mom's name. That's my mom's name.
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
My bad. Forget.
My
That's
mom's
fucked
name
up,
is
bro.
Tanya.
Her name.
Tanya?
Tanya.
That's fucked up. Her mom didn't love her.
GG.
Her name was Beverly.
Oh, I didn't say that one. I said Beatrice, Bethany.
I didn't even hear those.
I was just listing names.
He nods.
Magpie.
How long are you gonna stay around? Do you have to go?
You see, he kind of like looks up to his arm, kind of like pulls down a sleeve, and you see there's not a watch there, but he says, "I'm afraid I do now."
Yeah.
Well, until next time, Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Walks off and disappears into the steam.
You can come over here next. And I'm like, who are you?
Max! Simultaneously, while this has been happening to him, you have a very similar vision. You, as you're in the pool, you kind of have your back towards the hallway. You hear just a faint tapping on the ground coming closer to you.
I turn around. Oh yeah, no, it was Luna. There we go.
Luna, okay.
That's right. No, I did give her
You
a
see Luna.
Oh, I think I've been in here a little bit too long.
She
But it feels
kind of
nice.
skips up and sits down on the little ridge of the water next to you. How you been?
Strange phenomena, but yeah.
You
let's
also
roll
know
with it.
you also recognize she's the exact same age as the last time you saw her.
It's strange phenomena, but I'll roll with it. Things are they're going, for better or worse. How about for you?
Well, can't complain.
Yeah, and into all sorts of things.
Oh,
Yeah.
like what?
Well, traveled around for a bit. Joined an academy, military. Yeah. Never thought I'd end up doing that.
Yeah, I thought you would have had a very different path from what we talked about.
Well,
So what drove you that path?
you, of course.
She turns to you, but not with like a shocked look on her face, but with kind of like an expectant to hear that smile. So what's it that you're gonna do?
My goals haven't changed yet, so I think I'll just keep doing what I've been doing this whole time.
She kind of picks herself up and stands. So you're gonna try and bring me back, right?
Of course. That's what we promised, right?
Then I guess we'll talk more when that happens. And she skips off into the steam.
You sick fuck. You leave her dead.
Metagame outing some personal stuff here, you know.
I don't know
I
what
knew
the
you could
fuck
do
you're
it
gonna
too.
do
I
with
was
mine.
laughing on my, my notes.
Honestly, mine will be a surprise just like his. There's really not a whole lot in my backstory. Technically, Connor wrote most of my backstory.
This is true. All right, who's up next?
I think it's Osawa.
Osawa. You see through the steam a pair of darting red eyes emerge. And steps further until you see a fellow Ishvalan in standard traditional garb. Hello, Osawa. Can't hear you.
Greetings. I could only imagine what this visit may entail.
Well, it may be brief, unless you have questions for me. But I come here with a message. A warning for dangers to come. Ishval's situation is going to deteriorate as time drags on. There is no way to avoid this. Our people are instigating a conflict, and Amestris is unwavering in their defense against it.
When has
Therefore, it is only
Amestris
a
ever
matter of
shown
time.
signs of weakness?
Sorry, go on.
When has Amestris ever shown signs of weakness or wavering?
Well, you make a good point with that one. Because of that, it is only a matter of time before you will be called upon. Asked to raise your gun on other Ishvalans. Will you do it? Should it come to that path? When it comes to that path?
I'm really not sure. I do not wish to fire upon my fellow brethren, but at the same time, I'm only Ishvalan by blood, but not by culture. Ishval has forsaken the art of alchemy, something that can be used to great effect to help others, and as such, we remain undeveloped. I could not do nearly as much good staying there, and I came here so I can do good. I hope I do not have to, but I fear I will.
I believe there is someone who you may be able to learn from, or if nothing else, talk to. In Central, there is another Ishvalan, of whom you might be able to share an understanding with. I encourage you to seek him out. He is a captain. You need only ask Gardner his information. He will know who I am talking about.
Thank you. I will do so.
He bows his head. Until the next time you meet with one of our people. Good luck. And you see, steps into the steam, disappearing. Tony,
It is I.
you hear footsteps approaching you before
Hello.
you see anything. You notice they're kind of like squeaky footprints, like the sound of leather stretching.
Okay.
Before you finally see a man in military garb approach you.
Am I supposed to be seeing what I'm seeing?
No, this is a placeholder.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think ahead to actually have unique tokens for each of you in this event.
Okay.
So instead of giving some of you ones that may exist and others not, I'm just going with this.
Valid. Okay.
Hello, Tony.
Sir?
How goes your alchemy training?
Well, not a professional, but I've gotten better.
Would you like to be a professional?
Oh, one day, absolutely.
Then you should seek me out, the real me, once you get the chance.
The real you?
Yes. Steps forward. My name is Isaac McDougal,
Of the
also
McDougalsons?
known as the
Sorry.
Freezing Alchemist.
Didn't I already meet him?
Have you met him? I thought you were
Um,
inspired by him, hoping to
pretty
meet him one day, but never did.
I'm pretty sure I met him. I'm reading it now. Oh, no. When I got to the fort, he was formerly stationed there. And he was called away to the city of Pendleton. Okay. All right, sorry.
So it says, once you return to Central, you should seek me out. Remember, I won't be me. But with some persuasion, I think you can get me to a common ground.
Any tips?
Max is like, what's going on? What the? Any tips? Just tell me, that your interests are shared in water alchemy.
All right. And it was, what's his full name?
Isaac McDougal.
All right. Will do. Why are you here? What's your purpose?
What do you mean? That's the
Well-
purpose of this cave.
Well, I mean this in the nicest way. Why are you reaching out to me?
I'm not reaching out to you at all.
All right.
This cave is meant to help you along your path. That's it.
Good to know. How much do you know about my inner self?
Why?
I'm just curious if Mr. McDougal also agrees with some of the motives I have.
And what would those motives be?
Take down those who are unjustly.
Those who are unjust?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure
Okay.
if I was trying to make sure. I was like, unjustly. Am I misthinking?
Nah, you're good.
I would say that his motivations fit perfectly with that. And if they
Yeah.
might seem a little off now, they won't always be.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Mr. Ghost.
Enjoy your bath.
Thanks.
He
I'd
walks
say you
on off.
too, but okay. Bye.
You can hear the squeaking disappear suddenly as he gets out of sight.
Is it like
and I haven't known
SpongeBob's
visits you.
boots?
I'm joking.
Yep.
It's the ghost of your fucking dog. Arf, arf. Why'd you kill me?
Why did you shoot me, Bastard? Why?
Ivan, you're in the bath when you feel all of a sudden there's someone behind you. You whip around and you see the familiar face of Maze Hughes, fellow classmate.
What's up, Hughes?
Hey,
What you doing?
oh, just figured
Wait.
I'd stop by.
Is he in a towel or is he fully clothed?
Fully clothed, military or cadet uniform.
And that is not a baton you're feeling.
Hey, he's taken, thank you. He has a girlfriend.
Kinda gay, Lama.
So
What you doing here? You don't even have a. How'd you get this far without a towel?
What do you mean? I'm not actually here.
oh man, what the hell, man?
The cave, remember? The whole reason you came here, the whole reason you were brought here.
Killing my dog must have done something to me. Damn.
You killed your dog.
Yeah. Well, it got captured, and I didn't want to let that monster eat it, which I thought it was going to happen. So I put it out of its misery before.
Well, from one sense, that would definitely be the thoughtful way to handle it. Still,
I thought
maybe you
so.
jumped the gun a smidge.
I think so.
Regardless, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about.
Oh, what's up, Hughes?
Well, I'm still back at the academy doing the standard training and education path. And yeah, it's not quite as fancy as what you and Roy are doing. But I think that you, once you get back, should reach out to me. You aren't an alchemist like everyone else here is. You are at a disadvantage. So you need to fix that by establishing strong communications and bonds in the governments. That way, you can help your alchemists get further along.
You're not wrong, Hughes. I agree with you on that. I would like to be more to the alchemist than just a lonely soldier.
Well, that's
I wanna-
good.
I want to be their soldier.
And I think you can be. So, just remember that. And I guess I'll be seeing you when you do.
Yes, sir. I hope. Will you remember me?
Absolutely not.
So how should I come to you then? Do you have what?
No, we've talked before. We've been in class together.
I
You
hope
start
you're.
building a connection. You don't have to
Alright.
talk about this cave. Just become friends.
Yes, sir.
All right. And remember, I'm a cadet. You don't have to salute me.
I salute everyone on equal grounded. We are all one.
Well, make sure you don't salute anyone who's below you in rank once you get there.
That is true.
All right.
No. Go
See
ahead.
ya, Ivan.
You should have let Tony visit him.
There could have been interesting things there. However, there are reasons why everyone had what happened to them happen.
I like mine. Makes sense. I like it. I'll be friends with you. Yo, we can be friends.
Me and you.
Not your favorite character or whatever?
Well, actually, yeah.
Actually, we can be friends, Ivan.
We
We
are
can be
friends.
good friends. Oh,
We are
that's
friends.
yes, we are.
We are.
Just remember that.
I think the only person I don't really get eye to eye with would be nobody. Ivan likes everyone on the squad. Like, I mean, Elijah. I guess we butt heads. Yeah, we butt heads. I guess that's the most.
I threatened to shoot you many times.
I'm not trying to shoot you back. We have a love-hate relationship. Okay. All right, carry on.
No, I'd
Sorry.
still shoot you.
I'd still shoot you. Okay.
You
Maybe.
are all relaxing, enjoying the rest of your bath, when suddenly all of your piece is broken. I keep losing Mike.
I don't see him either. Up there.
There we go. I can't hear you, Mike.
Should I
I'm
get-
muted. No, I was saying the first time my camera dropped, but I just refreshed it.
So you all are continuing your peaceful bath until that piece is suddenly shattered. You all hear a gunshot echo throughout the cave.
Oh no! I'm gonna get
They
straight
killed
up
this
naked.
man.
Just kidding. I'll get my clothes on.
Oh god, my hand's okay.
I'm gonna be like putting my pants up after I'm done though. Like running out there trying to.
What was that, Ivan?
I'm gonna be running out like pulling my pants up, like trying to my shirt's undone. Trying to run down there to see what's going on. That way I don't gotta stop, get ready, and go. I can just try to get ready on the fly if I'm not all the way.
Okay, well, we'll do this all here in turn order. Let's, Elijah, what are you gonna do?
There we go.
I'm a bit in this bath.
He's going to grab his gun, which was given back to me before the end of the session. And I'm gonna grab it from my side, get up. Not even gonna get dressed, by the way. Walking out. I'm gonna immediately just walk out.
Respect. That's a man with confidence right there.
All right, feel free to
He
walk
knows
on out.
what he's got.
He ain't scared. Oh fuck. Go. First 30. There we go. I see nothing.
Max. Yeah, currently, you see that there's the entrance to the cave south of you.
I'm gonna make a a bold assumption here. I'll roll a perception check, but I'm gonna make a bold assumption that I can't where my superiors were at.
Just trust the little lizard.
You are unable to be certain of that. However, you're still allowed to pursue that assumption.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that's where it came from. That's my 60 feet, which thusly concludes my turn.
Elsawa.
How long would it take for me to put my clothing back on?
I'd say it will take one full movement action. I'll be kind with that.
Yeah, I'm coming in my towel.
A towel will be a swift action.
I mean, better than a sock.
True.
I figured that's where that joke was going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm tempted because I'm just like, do I want to do that or do I want to lose 4 of my? Because anybody who's coming out without clothing on, if they're wearing any gear that increases their AC, is not going to have that bonus applied.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
You're also
I never
all
do
moist,
anyways.
so if Elijah tries to do anything lightning-y, who knows what might happen.
Imagine having things.
That's bad.
Coming in towels and moist. Are we sure we're not on my other server?
What the fuck?
I mean, we could be. Isn't your other server
Just-
like porn?
It's mostly drawn stuff, but actually, by the request of a bunch of new members, they opened a new channel for in real life sharing stuff. So it's not just like stuff off of Twitter and crap like that, but actually members of the server are sharing like pictures and videos of themselves. Males and females.
Isn't that like legal?
It's not. It's 100% legal. We're all consenting adults.
Oh,
Yeah.
being an adult is great.
You can post a picture of yourself.
So I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a move action to don my gear, and I'm coming out after that. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, no, wait, gear 25. And I see Max. Like, Max, do you see anything ahead?
Nothing yet. I'm sure that gunshot came from over there.
I'm sure everyone else will be responding.
Tony.
I'm gonna get out, but I'm gonna take my time, put on all my clothes, kind of get dressed. So I'll count that as like an action.
That'll be a full
No.
move action.
Yeah, and then I'll just finish my turn. I'll just move normal. Wait, I can move 40.
All right, Ivan.
So I will get up, grab my sniper, have just the towel on, and I'm running out.
All right.
But I make it
You move up to
with.
60 feet.
All right, let's go. Hang on, sorry.
By the way, I wanted to specify, like, I kind of, like, with my clothes, dried myself off as much as I could. Shook it off. Didn't want to get things all...
If that's the case, you're going to be back more.
Here,
You're going to
I'll
be...
go back half?
You're going to have used your entire turn to do that.
All right, I'll go back.
30.
I don't
Okay.
care.
So would I see anything down this way, or is that
That
just
is
as
the
far as-
end of that end of the cave.
What general direction would I have heard the gunshot by chance, or was it
The
echo?
only other direction.
Okay, I'm feeling like an idiot. I'm sorry. So
You see,
This-
where you are, you're on the right end of the cave, and you just came from that one part up top. So you know it has to have come from your left.
okay, that's what. See that? Okay, that's what. Yeah, gotcha. So 5, 10, 15, 30. All right, I'm gonna head this way with my sniper, and then I'm gonna peek down. So I'm gonna be able to do attack action, right? Cause I use up my full movement action.
You can still use the scope. Granted, it's steamy room, so
I'm gonna see what I can. Can I use a perception? Maybe to like look down my scope, see if I see.
yeah,
anything.
sure. Roll that perception.
Let's do it. Let me see what I got. One second, pull my sheet up. No. What the fuck? My phone can do that? What? Sorry. There we go.
I may have to be right back sometime soon.
Okay.
Come on. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Nice roller. Dip it in. There we go. Hey,
As you look through your scope, you see it is completely fogged over on the other side.
damn. Well, I tried. All right.
NPCs are up. I almost moved Tony.
I should have just stored that, and then someone came up close to hit him with my gun. Bang!
Elijah, roll perception check.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hang on, my dog. Howie, give me 1 second. I gotta go check to make sure it's not her legs.
Pull up sheet. Perception. Plus 13.
Perception.
30.
You can hear the definite sound of someone who is splashing out of water and moving down the hallway further to the left-hand side.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
Well, I hear a noise. I don't like hearing noises, so. And it was to the left? Far left?
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
And as you approach further, you see that there's Gardner with just his towel covering his midriff, covering his waist. And you see he has a gun drawn and he's walking further in the opposite direction. And as you approach behind him, he kind of gives you a quick glance around and a sigh of relief as he sees it's you.
Hello, sir. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't have anything on my. Don't look down. Let's keep
I thought I
going.
heard my name.
I
Sorry.
say, oh, don't worry, boy. I've been in the military. I've seen my fair share.
Yeah. Because I really favor seeing anybody's dick.
Don't worry. We have more important things to worry about. Came from either Sherman's or the Drockman's tunnel, either one of theirs. Max.
Let's see what happens. Oh, yep.
That's fine.
If I remember correctly, it went up this path, I think. I'll just check it out. Goodbye, whoever left.
Was it Craig? It was not.
It's Tony. Tony, what are you doing?
Why are
still
you
here.
in here? Didn't you hear the shot?
I went the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. You see, as you finally just put on the last of your clothes, Max has entered your room.
Hey, man.
Did you hear that gunshot?
Yeah, why are you naked?
Oh, I got a towel on.
Yeah, you're into that, aren't you? Why aren't you wearing your clothes?
I had
Probably
to get
naked
shot.
under those clothes, you slut. Sorry.
Time's of the essence. We gotta go. Check
You
that
didn't
out.
even go the right way.
I know.
Didn't you hear the gunshot?
Sort of.
All right. I'll follow you.
In character, what you said was fine, but you do know it's a cave. It bounces off walls.
Right. I understand.
Just clarifying, so you know, anyone who might not understand audience-wise or things like that. Osawa, you're up. Also, hi, audience. How you
Keep
doing?
moving. Not there. I was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I just happened to see Max.
Yeah. You see the backside of Max, barely covered by a towel.
Wrong way.
Oh.
You still have
Okay.
10 more feet, don't you?
Nope.
No.
With
I
the
thought you only
armor
hit
that I
50.
wear, I have reduced movement.
Oh,
So I only
yeah,
have
and you put
25.
on stuff.
Because I
Tony.
watched the stats on my character.
Hey, spirit die.
Well,
Thank you.
Max, which way did you come from?
So I came from the right. You'll want to go to the left.
To the left. All right. Hey, Gardner.
You have phased inside of Elijah accidentally. Take a step back.
Oh, sorry.
So you approach and you can see Elijah, who is completely naked.
What
In
the
front
fuck
of him
is
is
wrong
Gardner.
with you all?
You see Gardner's also covered by a towel only.
What? Okay.
He says, well, forgive us. There was a gunshot. We consider that a bit more priority than our clothing.
I got here at the same time as you.
Well, that's technically... We don't need to worry about the details.
Okay.
We were in kind of a rush.
We just had that conversation. Clearly, but we just got here all at the same time. And I'm
Hey.
Dressed.
Hey. Quiet you.
I'm gonna go and
That's not what he says. That's not what he says.
don't worry about it. I'll put some pants on in a minute.
Some of us focus more on what's important and less on our clothing. And if you're here in time, then fantastic and good for you. But we wanted to make sure that we were there and ready.
All right.
Ivan, you're up.
Technically, I have 5 feet.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
I'm going to take a look up this way. 5, 10, 15. Realize there's another hot bath because obviously I can't see that far. I thought it was going to be immediate way to go up. So spend the 15, go this way. I'll use my full action again to. And then can I try to peek down again? Use my perception.
You know that your scope is completely fogged over. While you were in this cave, its scope is irrelevant.
That's fine. All right, I'll end my turn.
All right, NPCs. You see Gardner's going to start going down this cave. A moment later, you see him kind of poke his head out faintly through the steam. He says, all right, came from the last one. I believe that's where the Drachman was. Elijah. You're up. He gestures over to further cave.
Okay, so this area. Contact! Dabada. 20. Dirty 20.
You can see very clearly on the ground Sherman, blood dripping from him. And you see Nikolai, the Drachman, with a shard of glass stabbed into his throat. But you do also notice faint gasps for air coming from him.
Okay, I can't move up yet, so he's just gonna have to keep on dying.
Max, you're up.
Well.
You've also
I'm
heard
not
contact echo throughout the hall, throughout the cave.
privy- And I dash. This way. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Max. I feel like we just went through this.
We did.
Asawa, you're up.
Damn, I'm not close enough yet. Casting. Well, I can see Gardner, but I can't see anything else. I can see part of Gardner.
I have no idea which way I'm going.
You heard contact echo throughout the cave from the left side.
So over here,
Yes.
where Max went.
Yes.
Follow me.
35, 40, 45, 50.
Tony.
Look over at Tony. Oh, you also decided to put your clothes back on.
I ran by you.
Driven by Asawa? No, you didn't.
Yeah, he was outside my
No.
cave.
Mm.
Mhm.
If you did, I didn't notice.
I was.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I'm
you
just
two didn't
gonna-
dress each other, so.
I'm gonna go 20.
Gardner points, he says he's further down that way.
I only went 20, so there's
Pointing
40.
that way.
And I'm gonna go 20. Oof. All right. Well, I'm
You
gonna
see
run.
the same thing that Elijah has just seen.
Well, I don't think there's much I can do, but I'm gonna run up to Nikolai, and that's my full movement.
All right, Ivan.
I'm gonna yell something, hoping it echoes.
Okay.
Hey, Alsawa, have you gotten better at medical?
Ask
God,
your
I fucking
mom.
hope so. Get up here.
Ask your mom.
You know what? I'm just gonna freeze all
He did
of you.
treat her. He did treat her.
I mean,
I was gonna say that was an insult and a perfect retort.
Hmm. Ivan.
It's like, Nick, can you pistol whip him? It's like, Elijah, can you pistol whip this guy? Ask your mom,
You're muted, by the way, Red. Just so you know.
like usual.
We can't hear you.
I'm gonna be like, Max, I see you, buddy. I'm coming. As I'm running forward. Are you okay?
Yep, we haven't done anything yet. But things might not be looking so hot over here.
All right, Mino Reliable are coming. We're coming.
Elijah, you see Gardner makes his way into your room and he kind of steps off to the side, looking at the site. Remains silent for the moment. Elijah, you're up.
I'm immediately running up to Sherman. And can I do a... Let me see what this check would be. Can I do a survival check?
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to do anything in particular?
Particularly just see, obviously he was the gunshot. That is completely obvious. Any type of gun, size of hole. Is he still alive? Is he dead? How brain dead is he?
Standard assessment.
Where was
Okay.
he hit? Yada yada. Yeah, Fuck. So light. 19.
You can see the wound was a stomach wound. The gun,
Okay.
you can very clearly see the size matches a handgun, and looking at Nikolai, you can see there is a handgun in his hand currently.
Okay.
And beyond that, you see no signs of life from Sherman.
Is there enough blood to have guessed that he has bled out from now?
From what you have done, that is your current assessment.
All right. He's just gonna look to fucking Nikolai and just
One of them
shake his head.
you need a background check.
You're not muted,
Take
Mike.
a 5-foot step
we can hear you
right
Mike.
here. And I look at the glass in his neck. Would I be able to make a separate or just have the same survival check to guess and see if the
in some
shard
cases,
of glass to his neck is gonna make him go bye bye?
I'll say that one more time.
Can I do I have to make another survival check to see if that shard of glass is going to make it that I could guess is going to be fatal? Can I guess
yes.
that
By
the wound is fatal?
removing, you can assume that the wound is fatal as it is, and if you remove it, it will not exactly increase the situation without immediate medical assistance.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna look to Tony and just shake my head. Sherman's gone.
Some
man.
help you are. Smack him in the head too.
Nah, he didn't try to pull anything on me. Well, I had a gun on him.
Gardner's gonna yell out at you two from behind. It's like, wait for the medical specialist to get here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sherman's dead.
He said, nonetheless, you will wait for the medical specialist before you attempt anything.
You listen to your superior, Elijah.
Max.
Sir, what do you think that I would have attempted? Anyway, we can continue.
We'll leave Max as it is. Asawa.
10, 15, 20. Move the turn order out of the way. 25. 45. 50. Can I tell Sherman's dead just from looking?
Roll a survival check.
Fuck. Oh, it's actually not terrible.
I figure yours would be pretty good.
Only because I put points in it.
Mhm.
If I was a true Ishvalan, it would be better because wisdom would be a part of my character, but I'm not. Luckily, I just have a shit ton of points to spend.
Off of a quick glance, you can safely assume that Sherman is likely dead. There is a lot of blood that has fallen out of him, and based on where he was shot and your knowledge of the human anatomy, it seems as though a vital organ was hit.
Well, my next turn, I'm going to be rushing up.
Assuming everything's going to go exactly how I anticipate, everyone's going to kind of get out of the way to make room for you, and then you're going to be allowed to move up. So we're just going to skip ahead to that.
Okay.
You'll.
So while I'm here, I just want to check Sherman to make sure that he's dead. Because Sherman is obviously my superior and who I'm going to check for first.
Yep. And you can confidently assess that he is dead.
Okay. I'm going to turn and look at Nikolai, and I want to, I guess, do a perception check to take a look at his wound. Okay, perception.
You can notice a few things at first glance. You can see that there is some blood that is coughing up, so he's going to have that cleared. The glass shard is going directly into his throat, so there is, under standard medical practices, there's pretty much nothing you can do. Alchemic practices, you could always try your hand if your intent is to save this man.
I'm going to turn and look at Gardner. What should we do in this situation? Sherman is dead, and it looks like Nikolai may be the reason for it. Do we keep him? Do we try to save him so we can find out what happened? Or do we assume and let him die?
He eyes Nikolai and Sherman. I will leave this choice to our medic. He looks at you. Whatever you assess, do it.
I'm going to attempt to fix the wound in Nikolai's throat.
All right. Which I assume is done by you ripping out the glass and immediately performing alchemy. Or I guess you could, theoretically. What are you doing?
I am going to attempt to patch the skin, the underlying layers, and as I'm patching it, have them slowly push the glass out.
Okay. That will also be acceptable.
Because if you rip
Careful,
it out...
Elijah. Red might shoot it.
Wait,
sorry.
Actually, the dog that Red shot, look at his face. This is the dog that you shot. Look at it. Go ahead, buddy. Go. Go.
Red
hide.
Red feels disdain because he's not an ATF agent.
GG.
But yeah, because if you rip that glass out, one, a lot of bleeding. Second, possibly going to cause more tissue damage around. Try to heal it from the inside out and slowly work it out.
Yeah,
So I think
that's
for
fair.
that I roll. What was I rolling? A survival check, and I have to roll alchemy.
You'll roll both.
All right.
Technically, alchemy first.
Yeah, to make sure I don't have a rebound.
Mhm.
All right, so there's alchemy. And then survival. Fuck, spirit die. Nope.
It's
I
if anyone
think I
wants to
got-
give you a spirit die, that's what this comes down to.
I was gonna say, let me check. I think I
Well,
have 2
it's not
speed
going to be a rebound. It's just going to. It's anything. It's going to make it worse.
with the
You
one.
may have my 1 spirit die.
So this is to his survival
it,
check
Elijah.
to heal the man, essentially.
Let this man fail as a medic.
Yeah, I'll
No.
If you guys were
Offer-
going to let me fail as a medic, it should have been last session.
You failed as a medic a couple sessions ago.
So he's back.
Yeah, well, then at least this time you'd have a reason for Tony to be an asshole.
Ah,
You actually have something to earn it.
Roll that spirit die. Someone
Hey,
gave
Max,
it
are
to
you giving yours?
yeah,
I give him. Oh, okay.
I got you.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
Max brought it up
He's
first,
fine.
which is the reason I jumped to him.
Damn it.
Okay.
You are able to push out the glass and patch up the wound. You see he starts coughing up blood before he just kind of, his eyes faint. He falls unconscious. Passes out.
Somebody make handcuffs out of stone to bind his feet and his and his wrists.
Gardner steps over to Sherman's body and grabs a pair that was on him. And cuffs Nikolai himself.
I will throw Nikolai over my shoulder to carry him.
Very well.
Hang on.
As you pick him up, you do hear Gardner start speaking now. I knew we couldn't trust the Drockman. Still, I didn't think he'd get one over on Sherman.
He will pay for this crime.
Oh, yes, he will.
He'll probably be executed.
Probably. But we'll make sure to get everything we can out of him first. He'll have a nice, cozy home in Central.
Yeah. Damn. Are Sherman's eyes open?
Yes.
I will bend over and I'm just gonna close his eyes.
Can I walk up at this point?
Yeah, Max, you and Ivan have both arrived at this point. Sorry, Max, I didn't mean to. I'm trying to yank you over.
Rest in peace. What happened to you?
Look over at Max and be like, you have a live body and a dead body. Want to try to transmutate?
This is no time for joking.
I'm
What
thinking
happened?
that. I didn't say it.
Oh, okay.
You said that.
Oh, I had
You
to play
said
it.
it.
Play it off in game. Like,
I'm looking at Sherman, looking at the Drockman, looking at Max with the raised eyebrow. Just, it's like, Nick gone.
Yep.
Now, would anyone wish to carry Sherman, or shall I?
I'll do it.
Thank you, Ivan. I guess we should get back to Monmort.
Strongest
Get them
one
both
here.
on the train and under proper military supervision.
Yes, sir. I'll pick up Sherman.
Before we do that, I do get.
Ivan curiously when he claims to be the strongest.
So
He's more dexterous than strong.
did he like stab him to death or what? I'm sorry, like I was not like.
As you
Oh,
approached,
no.
you could see as Asawa was healing the wound, you saw there was a shard of glass in the Drockman's neck and a gunshot wound on Sherman, where he had bled out.
Okay,
Damn.
you get a gun, bro. Oh, I guess
Fucking
I'll take it off.
lightweight. One shot and you bled out that quick.
You can do that assessment as well, Max. You can see that he was definitely the gun that was shot was definitely Sherman's.
Hmm. Right.
Imagine bleeding out from just one gunshot.
That in 6 seconds. 12 seconds.
Also,
Yeah,
you roll a knowledge check.
Is knowledge one of the stats I have?
The
Points.
gunfish fucking shot himself. Knows about not bleeding out after getting shot. He's like, hang on a second. Sorry, Dan.
I have
As
all
you-
knowledge.
As you're all now walking away and you're thinking about the wound and the body and the blood, you do realize that between the gunshot that happened and upon discovering that he was in fact dead, it did seem to be a lot of blood that emptied really quickly.
I think to myself.
I'm just gonna
unless
say
we
it.
hit
Like, did
right
he
in the
fake his
heart.
death? Like, not out loud to like everyone, but like in
Metagame.
metagame. I'm sorry. I should clarify.
Whenever
I
I
was
felt his
holding
face,
the corpse. Did he fake it? No, poke.
How is
Whenever I felt his
Ivan?
face,
How
did
is
his face
Ivan
go?
carrying Sherman's body? Like how are you carrying him? Are you like arms up like bridal style? Or
He's on my back.
It's over the shoulder.
can I see a wound coming through?
I'm just carrying him the easiest way I can.
Yes, you do see a wound through the back as well. That matches the exact location.
And where does it look like? Straight through the heart?
No, it was kind of towards the stomach, so it would have gone through. I'm not the greatest at human anatomy in terms of internal organs.
So, if
If it was a liver shot, it's a
hit in the stomach,
possibility because liver is pretty rich in blood.
we'll say that it seems to have hit the liver, but even then, it seems to have been a bit quicker than a typical liver wound would cause.
But we are certain he's dead.
Yes, you are absolutely confident.
even with a point blank to the liver, this looks odd.
Was he already unconscious, like upon arrival? The Drachman?
He was dead upon arrival.
Oh,
Drockman
that I
was
kind of
like gasping. Sherman was dead on arrival.
Yeah, Sherman was dead on arrival. The Drockman was like spattering up blood.
Okay, on his way out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we could have attempted a transfusion and tried to restart Sherman's heart. Might have been able to save him, but with that much internal damage.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's also impressive for a 9mm round to go straight through somebody's midsection.
Well, it was pretty point blank. I'm guessing that he probably put the gun to his whatever. Probably just slipped it out of Sherman's holster. It was a careless mistake, but it was a crucial one.
Gardner's going to speak out as you're all speculating. He's going to say, you can leave it to the autopsy team. They'll figure out exactly what happened.
Regardless of what the cause was or how, I am grateful that he at least was able to go quickly and did not suffer. He deserved a quick death if that was the case.
I couldn't agree more. After all of his years of service, it's the least that could be done.
At least he'll be promoted.
Not much that you can be promoted once you're a general.
Yeah. The real question is, with him,
I'd be having a flag while I'm carrying him on my back. So
No, you do not have a flag.
Damn it! Come on. And
yeah, use your towel.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make a Mexican flag, and I'm gonna carry.
Well, someone else was talking there for a second. What were they asking?
The real question, I guess, is now who's gonna be the new general?
Gunner's going to say there are others who can take his place. The chain of command will always be filled. I myself am a major general. My shoes are not unfillable any more than his.
I'm aware, sir. I'm not more so worried about if it's going to be filled as to who.
Well, likely someone already stationed in high command. Raven, perhaps.
Who is Raven again, sir?
A member of high command. He is currently... Give me a second.
Can I do a knowledge check?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, he's
It's-
further
Who?
down than I thought.
How high is command?
So he's actually going to say Edison.
Edison. Okay.
Mhm.
I have met Edison, so. Instead, I think that we have met Edison, all of us. I think he has
Yeah,
shown
you
up.
all have met Edison. Gardner's also going to say, there's also a chance I will receive that promotion. I'm a major general myself. It would be 2 positions above me.
Oddly coincidence, huh, guys? It's good.
I got a question for you, Connor.
Yeah.
What kind of gun was Boyle carrying?
Sherman.
No.
Was Gardner?
Yes.
Standard military 9mm. Exact same that a Sherman was carrying.
Exact same.
Can I have
So-
Sherman?
Since I know exactly where your brain's going.
Yeah. You know where it was coming because he came from that way. So
Well, remember, you also saw him walking out of his bath.
yeah, was he wet whenever you walked out?
You didn't roll a perception check. You don't know.
Just on
Damn.
first glance. Come on, man.
You do
Well,
not
Maybe don't
recall.
like
As you are now getting suspicious and thinking to that possibility, you do not recall if he was wet or not.
I'd like to do a sense motive.
Was that the nat 1?
Nope.
And that was his knowledge check.
That was
Oh.
my knowledge check. I don't know who the fuck Raven is, but let's go.
So sense motive on what?
You're suspicious,
So-
I guess.
Just from this normal suspicion of, oh, I might get this, and just reading, the way that he's moving. Does he seem smug? Does he seem like happy about this? What's going on?
He seems completely apathetic. He does not seem excited at the prospect of a promotion. He does not seem excited about any of this. He also doesn't seem that sad by it. It just seems to be another day in the life.
Okay. I'm gonna look at him for a second. I'm just gonna look him in the eyes. I'm gonna give him a little bit of a nod.
Are you gonna look him in the eyes even though you're behind him? So like you're gonna meet up and like just eye him a little bit?
No, I'm gonna move to the side of him and just as I'm walking, I'm just gonna kind of turn my head to him for a second and look at him, and then turn back.
And he's still just looking forward as you're all walking out of the cave. Blank faced.
Could have been evidence in that cave.
I'm trying to think if there's anything more that the sense motive would give for this.
I rolled real good, didn't I?
Yeah.
A perfect 20.
A perfect 20 with a plus 13.
So about that flag, Elijah.
No, you don't detect anything else.
Don't take anything else.
Mm-mm.
Can I tell Can I tell just from like? I want to know his favorite color. You got to tell me his favorite color.
I don't want to metagame lead you, but you could like
Blue.
Blue. Okay.
No. Green. It's green.
Green. Okay. Like a gardener.
Oh God, it's envy.
Yeah, that's also possible. Green is
I was
envy.
gonna- Never mind
Yeah.
now. After that,
Yeah, that's all I need.
Metagame, there's one way that you can suss it out.
Yeah, I was
The
just
question
gonna
is, will Max go in character or out of character, or would that be in his character?
Nah, it's not in character for me to do that. But well, yeah, there's an easy way to be like,
Where
Hmm.
is where's Sherman's gun?
It was in the hand of Nikolai.
And it already had a spent
Where-
round in it.
Where
Yeah. Everything lines up completely as though Nikolai shot him.
Okay.
I just gotta let it slide there. Like I wouldn't like pursue that, or I wouldn't think of that without like searching for.
where
further
is the
evidence.
firearm right now? I'm just curious.
I would have presumed that you would have taken it from him upon picking up his body.
I want to drop the magazine and just look at the rounds in it.
All right. I guess all the magazine or all the rounds would still be in the magazine, but it's the one in the chamber that detecting that you see is gone.
Well, it would have automatically.
I don't know.
cycled.
I'm not sure about this era of
Okay.
gun. If that's how that would have gone, I don't know.
If it's a semi-auto, it would have functioned exactly like a modern one.
Then
Yeah.
there would be one missing from the magazine.
So there'd be an empty casing on the ground somewhere.
Yeah, so you can see that's right next to the body as well.
Okay, I just want to look at the bullets themselves. Is there anything? Do the bullet tips? Do they look special? Like something that would cause them to do more damage than a standard round like we would have?
No, seems to be completely standard military issue.
Okay.
9 mil.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm wondering, like, we're all carrying full metal jackets. Fucking Sherman's got federal hydroshocks or some shit.
No, I was more expecting him to be carrying a 10 millimeter or something like that, 45, something like that. I was expecting
The gun was
bullet.
just more of like a backup method for him. It didn't have anything
Yeah.
fancy, so it's just very standard
He-
issue.
It's not like he really needed it, so
Yeah, he didn't even use the gun in this fight. It was just there on his hip.
Yeah.
10
At least as far as you can assess. Ooh.
10
probably wasn't
millimeter,
really much of a
that's
fight. I mean, bang, stab,
Well,
I mean, I got the
curious.
and that's how I was
357,
born.
so 3 foot. Nice.
All right. Any other speculations you want to go about before you continue on the path?
I'm just gonna carry our suspicion of this cave and let forensics handle it.
Get it back to Central Abbey Shuto.
Although if I was metagaming hard, I would have asked him for his gun and checked it to see
Yeah, gonna do
if there was a if there's a bullet
Yeah.
missing.
As we are walking though, I am going to come to the back, and I'm going to tap Tony on the shoulder. Can you
Tony turns and punches.
can you talk to me for a second
We're talking now. What can I help you with?
in private?
No.
Okay
You
then.
have something to say, you can say it in front of everyone.
I apologize for what happened. Your mother, while your mother had a gun pulled on her, she decided to grab into her pocket, and unfortunately, that did happen.
Because a
I did
stranger
not
was
know
in
it was your
her
mother.
house. Or in her friend's house. Yes.
Yes,
You mean she was going to protect herself? Interesting how that works. Crazy.
she's going to protect herself, but she already had a gun on her. Anybody with any sort of sense wouldn't go for their pockets after somebody pulls a gun on them.
If she thinks she can potentially apprehend you.
Somebody has a gun on her.
If someone has a gun on you, what are you doing? Pulling the gun? Your gun?
I'm me. She's a civilian.
She's she. Shut the fuck up, Elijah. Get back in line and follow the orders. You can answer for your actions later.
You
This is
know,
like a
you make
4chan argument.
you make so many enemies throughout all of this. Why do you bother with this? I didn't mean to shoot your mother. I didn't even know she
You
was
didn't
your
mean
mom.
to shoot. You didn't mean to? You didn't mean to. You mean to
No,
tell
I
me
didn't know it was
an
her.
accident? It just happened? Shut the fuck up.
How the fuck was I supposed to know she was your mom?
Come on,
You
guys.
weren't.
We
It
gotta.
doesn't matter whether it's my mother or someone else's
She
mother.
pulled something on a federal.
You're not a federal. You're a student.
I'm a soldier.
You are
All
a
right, that's
student.
enough. That's enough, guys. We time is of the essence.
We're walking while we're doing this, so we're not wasting
Yeah,
time.
we're yeah.
Oh, I thought we were like out. Okay,
No.
don't mind then.
No.
We'll go at it.
I'm just gonna make my own handcraft flag.
I tried.
Ivan, I said
Minimal
I'd help
effort
you.
try.
We're carrying our fucking.
You're carrying a body, Ivan. You aren't doing anything else.
We're carrying our teacher on our backs right now, taking them back to our main place because they died from some random fucking drachman. Do you want to have problems with me too? Whenever I'm the only one that's ever had your back.
God, he's heavy.
I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. I will continue to make it up to you for the rest of my life if I have
Sorry,
to.
I gotta give him a spirit die. That's funny.
I'm gonna give all three of you a spirit die.
Yay.
Red, that was funny. That just derailed everything.
Oh, yeah. Also, I'm gonna give you one earlier for the treatment as well.
Cool. That helps.
Man, I'm gonna be real with you, Elijah. I don't know what the fuck you said. All I heard was Red go, "Man, he's heavy," and I just lost it.
You guys are welcome, by the way.
You're good.
Did you guys know that 357 Magnum is just spicy 9mm?
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, Elijah, what were you saying?
They're actually the same diameter bullet, just bigger case.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was in a whole tirade. I don't even remember like it.
Here, I'll do this to simplify that. Then Gardner's going to yell back, "Quiet, the both of you."
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He's just heavy. All right.
You all progress down the path, continuing upon. Gardner kind of comes to a stop up ahead. Any of you familiar with this? You see a big patch of red, dried blood in the snow.
A
That's
dog.
me, sir. Just keep it going.
He turns around and looks at you. Okay.
Cold-blooded killer right here. Thank you. Thank you.
I
You walk
shoot him in the
around.
back of the head.
You see bits and pieces of puppy in the puddle.
Yeah.
I grab a tooth, by the way. I look for a tooth and grab it.
Okay.
Wait,
Do I?
This is
specifically,
just sad.
specifically a canine.
That's fucked up, man.
No, what's fucked up is he picks up two of them, and one of them he's going to load in a sniper rifle round to use as a bullet.
Yes! Yeah! I want to collect all the teeth that I can to make them bullets.
It's going to curve in the air and hit another dog.
It's actually only hits bears now.
Actually, you could load a tooth as a bullet. As long as you turn it to the diameter, you could do it.
I mean, it's a puppy. The tooth isn't very big.
Dude,
Shut
do you know how big a 223 round is?
No.
I don't give a fuck.
There's a hospital.
223 bullets are literally only about 1/4 of an inch diameter and maybe like a 1/2 inch long at most.
You're 1/4 of inch diameter.
That's not what the people on my Discord server said.
Yikes.
Oh, that's a neat character here. Oh, no, he doesn't have a name. I need to get one other character here. You all arrive at the hospital.
I drop the body.
Drop the body.
Well, no, I don't drop the body. I place the body, but I'm like, thanks, assholes.
Tony, you see your mother and your father in the room together as you enter the hospital. And you see that she is stable and looking well, relatively speaking.
Father,
Hey, Tony.
how's mom?
Much better now. Still gonna need some time.
Understood.
Nice friends you have.
Oh,
Mhm.
They're not friends.
I'm his friend. I'm Ivan. Land Cruiser the Third.
I remain silent.
I'm resisting. I'm resisting a joke.
His
Yeah, your
Oh,
crews
actually-
are spread across the land now.
friend.
I was gonna say there seems to just like be the smell of wet dog on you, something like that. I wouldn't know anything about that.
GG.
I'm gonna look at Tony's mom and be like, "This is Viazzo. How are you feeling?"
Much
Osawa's
better.
stable. Oh yeah, you treated her the first time. I wouldn't say that. Just kidding. You're good.
She's gonna say it was you who helped get me here, right?
That is correct.
Thank you.
I'm just
At least our
glad
son has one good friend.
Hey, I've admitted to being this asshole's friend.
I'm
And he's
just
an
glad we
asshole.
were able to act quickly to save you.
Osawa did his job when he was needed. He did well.
The man walks up to you and gives a kind of like the bad version of a salute, where like he's got his thumb down at the side here. Says, "Thank you for your service, Osawa."
Well, it wasn't
But
just
it's just
me.
improper, not like disrespect. It's just
Right.
like improper.
It was not just me. I had to draw Tony's blood to infuse to her, so he deserves just as much credit.
I assure you, I will be thanking Tony as well. He's my boy, after all.
But a good old fashioned ass whooping for letting his mom get in danger.
All right, what do we have here? Oh, it's him. What happened to him on your journey? He goes up to Nikolai.
He
By all
killed a commanding
accounts-
officer.
And looks to you
Yes.
with shock. Well, we'll make sure he's stable for the trip back home, I guess.
Yep.
Throat was gashed, a little bit of internal bleeding. I patched up as best I could.
He takes him over to another room, starts analyzing him, and he comes back a few minutes later. He goes, well, you've done an excellent job. He's completely stable. There's nothing I need to do.
I only wish I could have gotten there sooner for Sherman.
A shame. But don't beat yourself up for it. I promise you, I've seen many a soldier come into this place. Hitting yourself for it doesn't help.
No. Damn shame.
Well, Gardner's going to say, well, I believe that we all should be headed back to Central. Tony, if you wish to spend another day here with your family, you are welcome to.
I think I must come back as well.
Okay.
Father, I assume you understand.
Of course. Comes over, gives you a firm hug. Mother bends over and gives a soft hug back.
Give it back.
And you all make your way to the train. Which you
I'm
see
gonna-
stationed
yeah.
there already waiting.
I'm gonna ask Gardner before we leave. When's the forensics team supposed to be coming?
Forensics. Or bring the body to them.
They're not gonna check out the scene of the crime.
He's going to look to you. It's a damp cave with critters running all around it. By the time they get there, everything's already going to be too damaged. I think we're going to be able to get everything we need from our Drockman friend.
We have the glass shard. We have
Understood.
the empty casing, both bodies, and the gun. Other than blood in the cave, there's probably not much more they're going to be able to find.
Exactly.
Let's see. Well, shall we?
Y'all hop onto the train.
Damn your name.
I believe
I
there's
wanna
one
approach-
token here I need to remove.
I want to approach
Oh,
Gardner.
no, never mind.
Ooh, it's Rose. It's Rose.
I'm gonna sit down on the train.
Actually, I
Like,
didn't
nothing.
take care of him. Actually, there's one token I need to add, though.
I was just about to ask, do we have our places where we're sitting, or if we can choose our spot? But I was gonna go right next to Max anyway. What's up, buddy?
All right, there's Gardner. You know that Nikolai is currently chained up and back with another soldier watching him.
Can we walk back there and punch him in the face at least once? Actually, I'm about to go back there and see if I can do that for killing Sherman.
You can go see.
Can I walk back there? I'm gonna go back there real quick. I'm like, listen, soldier. Can I get one good shot on this fucking fool? I won't kill him.
Let's not wound him any more than needs to be right now. After
What?
he's been interrogated, I'll have no complaints.
All right, I'm gonna crack the knuckle one. Sounds good to me. I'll go back to next to Max. Sorry, Max. I just think I know that.
That's all right.
I'm gonna come sit next to Gardner. Do you have a moment, sir?
Of course.
When we were in the Springs, I wanted to ask you something in regards to the vision that I had.
Yes.
Is there another Ishvalan in Central in a higher ranking military position?
He thinks to himself. Yes, he is only a quarter-ish fallen, but he does. Well, he definitely looks like one of your people.
What can you tell me about him?
I believe he's currently a captain, Captain Miles. Strong man, resourceful, tactful, stern, but has a great heart. A patriot, I think.
For which land?
For our land. For Amestris.
Do you think it may be possible that I could meet with him when we return?
Yeah, so long as he's not out on a mission, I see no reason why not. I can look into it once we get back.
Thank you, sir. I know that the impending war with Ishval probably has quite a few eyes on me, and I would imagine he may have at least some on him. I'd like to understand from somebody who's been in the same position, just to help me get through any difficulties I could see coming up.
I think that would be very wise. I'll send him your way. Should he be available.
Thank you, sir. I'll move back and take a seat.
All right. Anyone else doing anything on this train ride?
Nope.
Leave.
Just cleaning my gun, doing some repairs on it, make sure it's all set to go.
I'm sorry, I didn't get any of that. What was that?
I'm just basically polishing my gun and doing repairs on it, loading it.
Gotcha.
Talking to Max about,
I'm playing
everything.
solitaire with myself because I don't have friends now.
I'll go up and sit with Elijah, see if he wants to play cards.
We're gonna play Go Fish.
There's no water and I don't have a pole. Is that? Can we?
No, it's a card game.
Oh, I have never heard of such thing. Could you teach me?
I'm going to teach him Go Fish.
I enjoy it.
Okay. I beat your ass.
I don't know. You want to roll for that?
Bet. What do you want us to roll, Sensei?
Just roll a 1d20. Higher roll wins.
I bet.
Elijah's rolled well.
Yep.
Solid.
Okay. Well, I have much to learn about the customs here in Amestris, but I thank you. That is definitely interesting.
Well, this isn't customs. This is just games that soldiers play. Anything to burn time.
Well, that seems like a custom then.
And you all arrive in Central.
No. Not again.
Again.
Again! This is where we're going to end the session.
You hop on out. He tells you, Gardner tells you, all right, everyone, well, I'm going to escort these bodies to where they need to go. You all are free to do what you need to in town. In the meantime, I believe your rooms have been reinstated. So if you need a place to rest, that's where you can go.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And he walks on off. Anyone have anything specific they're doing right now?
I mean, I was gonna go. We're in Central, right?
Yes.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna go
try
find
and go find Isaac McDougal.
All right. So you're heading out, pursuing that. Ivan,
Hughes. Go look for Hughes.
you're going to go start looking for Hughes.
See if he
Uh,
wants to do some training, like some practice shooting. Have him teach me some tricks about accuracy.
okay. Elijah, anything you're doing?
He's going to go back to his dorm and see if Roy is home, and if Roy is not home, then he is going to just go to work at the library.
Max?
I was gonna go to check out that body, but nah. I'll wait for the results.
El Sawa? I guess you didn't really say what you are doing. You just said what you're not doing.
I'm not doing anything.
If anything comes to mind, let me know. El Sawa, what are you doing?
Checking my inventory. Well, I have to wait on Gardner for the status on. I think it started with an M.
Miles.
Miles. So I am going to head back to the dorms and practice playing Go Fish.
All right.
Even
Max,
though it's really
anything-
hard to practice by yourself, but I'm going to
Mhm.
try.
Max, anything you're doing? Anything that's come to mind?
Let me go check out that body after. Did they take it to the morgue? Or,
Yeah. So you're going to
Right,
go to the central morgue. All of you roll 1d8.
Oh, yeah.
back in the day. Used to roll these all the time.
I hope we don't end up blowing up
Ivan, reroll.
blowing up a shop.
Everyone will have to be unique here. Ivan, reroll. Ivan, reroll. There we go.
All right. Best roll.
Asawa, reroll. Asawa, reroll.
Damn it.
Reroll. Reroll. 1, 2, 4, 5.
God, I'm getting filthy fifths on
There we
this
go.
one.
4. All right,
It's
Elijah,
like trashy thirds, but worse.
you're making your way down towards
Downtown.
down towards the dorms to try and meet with Roy when you encounter a familiar face on the path there. You see Armstrong,
Stretch?
and he walks as he approaches you. He says, "Well, is that Elijah I see?"
No, it's Ivan.
Huh? Can't hear you, Elijah.
Hello, Armstrong. It's been a while.
Indeed it has. What have you been up to?
Just got back from a mission up in
Monmort.
Monmort.
Ah, and I presume it went splendidly well, right?
Sherman passed away.
You see his eyes just kind of widen open and all of his gusto just kind of drains. Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
They got the guy that did it in there right now. Don't worry.
well, that is good.
Yeah.
I suppose I should just leave you then for the time being.
Not necessarily. I don't feel any sort of type of way about it. How are you doing, sir?
Well, in news of what you've said, it seems quite insignificant. However, I'm now officially a state alchemist, so Doing pretty well.
They'll give a happy little clap. Good job, sir. You deserve
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Everything going all right? With family and stuff.
oh yes. Younger sister is being a bit, well, rude could be the best choice of word there. Everyone seems to be happy for me except for her. Thinks it'll go to my head.
Hey, I know you. I've seen you enough to know that a little something going to your head wouldn't kill you. You've got a lot of muscle, so you can keep up with it, right?
Of course, and he slaps you on the back a little bit harder than than he
fold.
intends. You just drop to the ground.
I'm gonna roll a fortitude save.
All right, I'll allow that.
I need to check my fortitude save. Actually, it's like a +4, I think.
I'll have him roll a hit check.
It's a
Just based
+4.
on strength.
Yeah, that hits.
Just based on strength. So this is your save is going to be against that.
6.
It just slams you away. He goes, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. My apologies.
Ow!
Well,
Sorry.
I think
good
I
day,
should be getting on now. Have a good one and good luck.
Yep. Stand up, dust himself off a little bit, shrug your shoulders, and he's just gonna keep on going.
Tony, we're gonna get to yours here, since we're coming up towards yours, and actually, it's kind of fitting to have yours after this. You're walking down the street when you see a woman with long blonde hair walking towards you. She's not like walking at you; she's walking just on, walking past you. But as she gets next to you, you see she comes to an abrupt stop and she turns to you. You are Tony Viazzo, am I correct?
As far as I know, the one and only.
She looks at you with a disapproving stare. How did your mission go?
Well, there were some successes, but overall, I would say my teammates caused a ruckus. And in the end, Sherman has been killed.
Well, that does make me sad to hear.
Same here.
Did you catch the killer?
Yes, they're currently, I believe they're interrogating him on some level.
Good. Perhaps I can see if they might need some of my assistance. I believe you've met my brother. You can call me Olivier Armstrong.
Olivier?
Yeah. Spelled Olivier.
Let's fucking go!
Oh. Her.
Olivier.
You seem to be a bit more level-headed than the rest of your team, or at least those who I've heard about.
Yes.
Keep them in line.
Oh, trust me. It would be my pleasure.
Good. Don't let any of them talk to my brother. It'll go to their heads.
I'll do my best. However, I don't know where any of them are right now.
Well, if you need something to do, now you have it. She walks away.
Bye.
Max, you encounter a familiar face for you as well.
Oh, yeah.
You see the old, friendly, smiling face of Shao Tucker.
I just keep walking, dude. I don't want this. I don't want anything.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
That's-
You see he's looking at a building, smiling.
If I get involved in this, I'm gonna lose my character.
Oh, you don't know that. You don't know that.
I'm gonna lose my character.
I did research with Shao Tucker. Don't be a bitch.
GG.
It's my boy.
I know where this is gonna lead. I'm just gonna look and see what he's doing. What is he say? He's just standing there.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
looking
need
at
some
buildings, kind of like looking around at the outside of them, analyzing.
See with his wife.
No, it's just him at the moment.
Let him know that if he has problems with Alexander, you know where he can get some spare parts.
GG.
Jeez.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't.
It's cold.
You're just gonna walk by?
Go walk by.
Okay.
Regardless of what this event was for, I'm gonna lose my character.
Hey, it's fine. That's fine.
I think
Ivan.
that's serious. Yes.
You're walking by. We're gonna do years before Alsawa just because you rolled the 8.
That's fine with me.
You encounter another familiar face of Roy.
Hey, what's going on, Roy?
So he walks by and he sees kind of like not paying attention. Then as you call his name, he looks to you. Oh, it's you. Land Cruiser, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh. What's up?
Oh, nothing much. What are you doing? What are you up to?
I'm on my way to meet with Hawkeye.
Oh, nice. Hey, I know you're friends with Maze Hughes.
Yeah?
Any idea of where I might be able to find him? I want to see if he could help me train a little bit.
Probably in his room. Room X over at the academy.
Yeah. Is there anything you can tell me about him? Like, you know,
He
what kind of
has a
drinks-
girlfriend, if that's where you're pushing.
Nope. Want to know how I get bribe the fool?
I just like how quick always Red goes, nope.
You're looking to bribe him? I think he likes daffodils.
The fuck are daffodils? And
Flowers.
for real. Oh. I'm not bringing another man flower. Don't give up.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to bribe him for.
Well, I want to see the man wants to. I've heard he's a excellent shot. Never misses.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Yeah. I mean, that's what word gets around.
Well,
I mean, I've also heard that you're pretty good. You're pretty good with what you do as well, honestly.
let's keep me out of this conversation. Yeah, I think just go to his room, bring up that would be a good topic. Ask him about his girlfriend. He loves talking about her.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get going here.
I mean, you sure I can make a roll real quick if you want to go hang out?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I need to go meet with Hawkeye.
All right. I'll get. Can I get that room number?
Room X.
All right, I'm gonna head towards room X.
Room number X.
Thanks. Roy.
All right, Apple, calm down.
And Alsawa, you rolled the 4. Oh, I'm happy you rolled this one. There were 2 that I was really hoping would happen. This is one of them. You're walking down, and you see a man with very short blonde hair, kind of young, a little around your age. He's looking around frantically, and before he kind of eyes you, excuse me. By any chance, do you know this city? Are you very familiar with it?
I've only been here a short time, but I would say I know it okay. What is it you're looking for?
I'm looking to start up a business, a butchery. I was wondering if you might know a good location. I'm kind of new here.
I know who this is.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm Barry, by the way. Here's to shake your hand.
I'll reach and shake his hand as well. Alsawa, pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
I would imagine the downtown area would probably be the best, highest foot traffic, most people. I could not say off the top of my head if there were any empty locations available.
Well, if you can point me in the direction, I'd love to just start looking around.
Where do we usually go to get our firearms and like our gear? Or is that all military?
North side of town.
I'm gonna point him in that direction. Say a lot of us that are in the academy, we get our gear and equipment there, so you'd probably have good luck with traffic.
Oh, well, I think that'll be a splendid idea. Okay, well, thank you. Sorry to intrude.
It's no intrusion at all. Just out going for a walk, collecting my thoughts, taking in just everything going on.
Oh, everything all right with you?
had a superior die earlier today, and
Ah.
there's a pretty good inevitability of a war with my homeland. So it's just a lot to process.
I'm afraid I can't provide any insight there. Unless the man was killed with knives.
Nope. Looked like it's just a standard sidearm.
Yeah. Well,
But I
hopefully he's in a better
appreciate
place now.
it was quick, and I would imagine relatively painless overall. So at least he went out and did not suffer, and that I am grateful for. I can only hope for the same when my time comes, or anyone.
Yeah. Don't want to make them suffer. Just like a pig spoils the meat.
Damn.
He kind of like shakes his head. Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy in the circumstance. Just like I said, I'm a butcher.
No, that is understandable, and I eat meat as well, so I cannot blame you.
Is this going to be like some
We-
Sweeney Todd shit that's like, you're a failed medic a lot of the time, bring me your failures, and I'll cut them up and get rid of the evidence?
Looking at
Is
it
this
like,
where this is going?
I do have a question though, and I'm not sure. Maybe you could do something with it.
Huh.
I have a couple of pounds of salted bear meat that we got when we were up north. Know any better ways to prepare it?
So, well, I'm mostly just about cutting up the meat, not about cooking it. I
I
can tell you
meant,
good ways to preserve it.
I know we have it salted. I meant more like better cuts or anything to do with it, like any spots we should trim off, stuff like that.
It's a bear. He starts going into detail about how to properly cut off less delicious parts. Parts where there's too much fat, things like that.
I see. That is good information to know. We seem to have a penchant for running into bears while we are out there, and while they are ferocious foes, they do make for a good source of food.
Well, should you catch any more and you need them chopped up, be sure to come to my place when I get it up and running, wherever that might be.
Would you happen to have a business card yet?
I'm afraid not. Like I said, just came in here, have some money, looking to start up the new place.
Understood. Well, as of right now, we're rooming at the academy, but we're around town. Though
Should you see
my
my
goal-
place, it's going to be called the Chopping Block.
I hope to soon.
Wow, the chopping block.
You have a great rest of your day.
You as well,
Yeah.
and thanks again. And he runs off.
Of course.
He turns in envy behind a corner.
No, that's in turn in envy. That's him.
No, that's envy.
I
Everybody's
love-
envy. What the fuck are you talking about?
I love in moments like that, whenever you have that kind of deception going on. And I love whenever the players are like, this is envy. This is envy. And just like to everybody. And then they finally get to the person who is envy. It's like, all right, well, I trust this guy.
All the time.
See, I have no idea who that was, so that went over my head.
That's a metagame reference. Barry ends up becoming a serial killer.
I called it.
I was wondering if you were like, if that was a real character named Barry or if it was related to the stupid show,
Barry the Chopper.
The Swamp.
He murdered a lot of people.
Yeah.
But he's
Sure
not a
did.
murderer yet. Right now, he is legitimately just a butcher.
Just a butcher.
Nice.
I'll shoot him.
All
It
right.
is not hot. It is a swamp.
You all arrive at the places where you were looking to go. Tony, what were you doing again?
Going to find Isaac McDougal.
Right, you're going to find Isaac. You go to Central to submit an inquiry. They inform you that they will send him your way if he is available.
Okay.
So you end up going back to. I'm just trying to rush through your stuff as we're getting to your time limit.
As far as I know, so she ended up driving herself tonight. She got approved by the doctor to drive. So, what? I don't know when she's coming home. And in that case, then I have to help with the kid. So I'll know soon. So we're
Okay.
good. We're good right now.
Okay, then we'll just continue as normal.
Yeah.
Elijah, what were you doing again?
I'm going to find I was going to the dorms to find Mustang, but obviously since he's going to find Hawkeye, I won't find him there. So I'm just gonna go to work.
You
You're gonna go to
know
work?
that.
Yep.
He's just saying he's like skipping ahead. Is essentially what he's doing.
Mhm.
What work do you have?
I work at a library.
That job has now passed. Remember, you've been gone for months. All of your previous employments are
have
now gone.
I would have. Okay, so they would have fired me after I told them that I was being deployed. Okay.
They would have said, "Okay, we're going to
Damn.
take this as your resignation."
All right. Well, then I'm still at the library, so I'm just gonna do some fucking research.
Just going to the library, doing some research, things like that. Okay, Max, what are you doing? You went to the body again, right? The morgue.
Yeah, the morgue.
All right, you arrive at Central, and they stop you at the gates, and they say, "I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to let you in any further unless we get permission. So wait right here."
Sure.
They come back, and they say, "Well, welcome to Central High Command," and they open the door.
Now walk in.
You walk up a very long stairway. So you arrive finally on the other side of the water in Central High Command. I don't have a map prep for this yet. I wasn't expecting to arrive here this early, but it makes sense that you'd be allowed in. You make your way towards the morgue, where you encounter Gardner looking through the glass, watching it being performed. The autopsy.
I'll walk up next to him.
Hello, Max. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, sir. Yeah. How about you?
Oh, not too bad. Looking forward to hearing the results of this.
You don't think this was an accident, right?
I'm not entirely sure what happened. Once the Drachman wakes up, we will be interrogating him.
Just hypothetically,
Yes?
you think he could have faked his death? Sherman, I mean.
It's possible, but this body, if it wasn't Sherman's, I figured they would have told me already.
You think it'd be possible with alchemy?
Theoretically, but even then, the greatest medical alchemists still have trouble recreating the insides of a body to such an accurate degree. If the body was badly massacred, cut up into pieces, burned, mauled by an animal, that could definitely be replicated, but to this high of a degree, I think it's unlikely.
What about with a philosopher's stone?
You see his eyes shift to look at you with that one. From what I understand, that is nothing but a myth.
Well, been a lot of rumors about that myth lately. Do you think it's possible?
He looks back to the body. Theoretically, perhaps. But if the rumors are true with the Philosopher's Stone, it doesn't make your alchemy better, it just bypasses the equivalent exchange. I still think it would be unlikely for this to be as accurate as it seems to be.
See. And we'll just have to wait for the interrogation.
A few moments pass, and you see the man inside who's performing the autopsy kind of cleans his hands up, steps outside. Hello. You two were the, you two are, who are you? He says this specifically to you.
Oh, Max. We were there when this happened.
Okay. And Gardner, I thought you were down south. Didn't expect you back this quickly. Gardner just nods his head and says, "What is the report, my friend?" Okay. Everything matches the exact description from the story that was told. Bullet went in one side, came out the other, ruptured the liver, a lot of bleeding. It did seem to be that there was some increased bleeding as well, though. We detected traces of some blood thinner within his body. Whether he was taking it as part of his regular medication or something else, can't be certain of that. But everything else is exactly as it fits.
So, and I'll let that pass for now. But go on.
Gardner's gonna say, "Well, thank you very much, Doctor." Kind of nods his head. Yeah. He walks back in, starts tidying up the body. Well, I suppose that probably doesn't clear up any of your doubts, does it?
Not quite.
Well, you are free to pursue them. Just know I disagree.
I understand. Did you know anything about, like, anything medicine he was taking or any illness that Sherman had?
Nothing that I was aware of. But he's been off the radar for most of us for a while, ever since he moved down to whatever that city was where you all were.
Real quick metagame. He said down south. Like, that's not where we were at.
Correct.
We're the opposite direction.
Yes, that is correct.
Learn that for myself.
You also do know that Gardner said he was on a secret mission going up north where he was. So you could assume that as you are, as either it was a cover or there's something going on.
Yeah. He's not going to tell me about that. 20. However. So what's the next move for you then?
Well, I'm now going to watch over the Drachman, wait for him to wake up, and make sure we understand his side of the story. After a bit of torture, and we get what we need, we'll likely give him over to Drachma. Earn some favor, and they'll kill him.
That's the likely outcome. And who do we report to after that?
Who will you all report to?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure the Fuhrer is aware. Knowing his relationship with Elijah, he'll take it up personally.
I guess I'll probably have to roll in. No, I'll research it later. I'll find out like who his direct superior was, and do some digging.
Who's direct superior?
Yeah. The person I'm talking to that is drew blank because
Gardner's. You're trying to figure out who his superior is.
Yeah. I'm like,
anyone higher rank than he is would be.
Like, I'm trying to. Okay, I'll have to. Okay, I'll do that like on the side or after I finish talking with him. I basically get like a list of people who like would have issued an actual secret order.
All right. He says, "Well, if there's nothing else, I believe your business here is concluded."
Mind if I stay for the interrogation?
Sure. You're already here.
I walk in.
He brings you over to the interrogation room, again behind some glass. A one-sided mirror. It's a one-way mirror? Is that what it's called? Yeah. And you two sit down, waiting for the man unconscious to wake up. Alsawa, what were you doing again?
I was just heading back to the dorm.
You're headed back to the dorm. You arrive at the dorm. You start practicing Go Fish. That's what you were doing.
Yep.
A little bit of time passes, and then you hear a knock.
I will answer the door.
And you open it to see a man with your same dark skin tone and red eyes.
Dun dun dun.
He looks at you as you open the door.
Good evening.
Good evening. Osawa.
Yes.
I'm Captain Miles. May I?
Of course, sir. Step aside.
He walks in,
Brush your-
sits down. You see that in his hand, he had a pair of sunglasses that he on the table.
I will take a seat across from him.
Happy to see that not all of us were shaken from serving. And I'd like to clarify that this isn't a meeting as soldiers, but as fellow Ishvalans, even despite the way it was arranged.
I understand, sir, and I appreciate that.
So what did you wish to meet with me on?
Well, I am still young. We're only, what, 17, 18 at this point?
Younger than that, even 16.
Yeah, we're like 15, 16.
Well, I am young, only in my 16th year, which is maybe considered a man in our original surroundings, but not so much here. The impending war with Ishval is coming, and any of us that are in the military are probably going to have a couple of select eyes on us. I was hoping just to ask you a couple of questions, and perhaps you may ask me a couple, just to better handle any difficulties that may come as a result of our homeland.
Ask away.
What brought you to Central to join the military?
Family. I'm only a quarter Ishvalan. My grandfather was. And his blood runs strongest through me. Military was a family business at that point.
Were you born in Central?
I was.
Had you traveled to visit Ishval before, or do you still?
I was there to visit once. And that was really it. It was for my grandfather's funeral.
What was it like going there after being raised in Central?
Well, that's interesting. Surrounded by people who look just like you, and yet you feel like an outsider. Their culture was never my culture. Yet I still felt a relative kinship with them.
I would imagine that would be no matter what.
Perhaps. It's
What
a familiar feeling as well, now that this war has started. Except now I feel it within the people of Amestris. The feeling of being an outsider.
What brought your parents, or I guess what brought your family that came to Amestris from Ishval to do so?
My parents have been in Central for most of their lives. They've been in Mestrian territory for pretty much all of it. For grandparents, I don't know. My father died when I was pretty young. Or my grandfather died when I was pretty young. I was only a kid when I went to Ishval. I can't say I much understand the reason why they did anything.
So
Perhaps my mother went there and brought him back. Perhaps he left of his own accord. I'm afraid I don't know.
So what do you, or not, what do you do? What is your specialty, or what is your proficiency in the military?
Fuck was he? Can't remember if he specialized in anything.
I figured I'd find it since most of the notable characters have something unique about them. God! I just dropped over a bunch of crap.
Says, I'm just a soldier. I do my duty. No, I'm not.
What are your thoughts on the upcoming war with Ishval?
I don't support the war. What should I be asked to do? What needs to be done? I will do it. As tragic as it is, you will not change this country from the outside. It needs to be from within.
I kind of had similar feelings. Do you have any questions about me?
I think I've gotten everything I need to know from your line of questioning.
What is your take on me?
I think you're a conflicted young man who is trying to figure out what is right and what is wrong. Whether it's better to be loyal to your people or to your government. And I don't think there is a right answer to that. Just do whatever you think is best. If I can give you one tip, he grabs the sunglasses and covers and puts them on. Hide the eyes. It'll make people more comfortable around you. I think it's going to be necessary for what we're about to do.
I have a feeling it is. And I think you may have one slight thing wrong about me.
Yes.
I'm not so much I feel like I'm not so much conflicted as to what is right and what is wrong in terms of being loyal to my hometown versus being loyal here. It's coming to terms that I was born and raised in Ishval, and yet I feel as though I don't owe them as much loyalty as I should. That I never truly felt like I fit in there. And going to war with them, I almost have no remorse toward it.
Well, I'm afraid I can't give you an answer on that for how you should or shouldn't feel.
I don't really think anybody can. I guess the whole reason I came here from Ishval was to learn to be an alchemist. I wanted to learn to heal. I wanted to learn to help people. And yet now, not only am I going to be tasked with the possibility of having to eliminate people, but to eliminate people from my own bloodline, I do not feel as conflicted as I feel I should.
And is that why you're conflicted?
I believe so.
I say trust your instincts. If you are conflicted about it, then it means you know the right path already. Don't worry about what you should feel or shouldn't feel. Pay attention to what you do.
Thank you, sir. This was definitely more enlightening than I was actually anticipating, even though little was said.
I'm happy to help.
If you ever need anything, be it from a cadet or soldier or for one Ishval into another, let me know.
I'll keep you in mind, and the same will go back to you.
I have a feeling that those of us where the blood of Ishval runs strong may have unique uses in the upcoming war.
Unfortunately, I think you're probably right. He stands up. Well, time for me to be going. He goes to walk out of the room. As you see, he goes to reach for the door. You see the door opens up. And there's Tony. Tony, you see this man in military outfit with big sunglasses covering his eyes.
What's up? Hello.
Excuse me.
You're excused?
He walks by. You two gonna say anything or just gonna walk by?
I'm just gonna keep walking.
All right. Happens, Tony. You're now waiting for to hear back. Alsawa, anything you're doing after this?
As Tony walks by, I notice it says, ask him, how has your evening been?
Mine? Uneventful. Yours?
Insightful.
Good.
Just trying to take time to not only learn who I am, but why I am.
Seems deep.
It'll take time. I've been practicing Go Fish. Would you like to play?
Maybe later. I'm waiting for something.
Understood.
Oh man, my jaw hurts.
Red, I'm going to give you a spirit die just for all of your constant what you've been doing there.
Going. He
He's
has
just been going the whole time.
Yes.
the entire time.
I knew marijuana was legalized in frickin' New York, but not cocaine.
Pa, don't make you do that.
Bro, I'm not.
That's some fucking methamphetamine.
So a little bit of time passes here.
So Red's
And
on
then-
Adderall.
Tony, you hear a knock at the door.
I'm gonna answer the door.
And you see the familiar face of Isaac McDougal. Hey,
Hey,
you looking for me?
yeah. I believe we have some shared interests in water alchemy. I was hoping maybe
Oh.
I could learn a couple things.
I'm not exactly a teacher, you know that, right?
I understand. Not expecting for the best professor in the world. Just looking for some insight. Maybe, give some tips, whatever it may be.
He kind of pushes you to the side and walks into the apartment.
Come on in.
He goes up to the kitchen area, starts turning on the water. Show me what you can do.
Well, I'm gonna ask, what do you want to see? How I'd use it to attack or just something?
Show me what you can do.
All right. Well, what I want to do is use the water to what I want it to do is come out it's from the faucet, I assume, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
So the faucet, have it kind of swirl around him and then almost like freeze and bind him.
So you're trying to shape the water to go around him and become ice once it attaches.
And exactly.
Okay. Alchemy check.
Oh, it's plus 30, so that'd be 34.
You rolled a 7. That's a fail. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, that's a pass. So you do that. The water binds him. He's not going to resist. It just kind of smacks him. All right. It's not bad.
Thank you.
Just kind of takes it. You see he's got his hands, they're gloved, and he just kind of smacks one of the bits of ice and it just completely evaporates. Or doesn't evaporate. He just converts back to water and splashes on the ground.
I'm going to have to clean that up later.
Yep. Good thing you're an alchemist. Makes life a lot easier.
True.
What What about heating water up?
Never tried, but I'm sure I could do that.
Boil some water.
Do I boil some water?
I don't remember what I have for your difficulty. Give me a second. Yeah, you've got it as your thing. Yeah, you succeed in boiling the water. What year are you?
I guess first year.
Yeah, so like you're right towards the end of the first year.
Yeah, I didn't know if we'd hit second yet or anything.
There's gonna be a time in your future when you're gonna be able to mentor under someone. When you're gonna get to choose a little bit of that for a little bit of time. Seek me out then. Continue working on this.
All right. Anything in particular, or just those two things?
Focus on how you can use them in combat, both in
Always
ways
do.
to kill your opponents and in ways to not kill them. How can you use boiling water to take someone down without leaving a mark? And how can you use freezing to take someone down without killing their cells?
Sounds good.
All right. Later.
See ya.
And he leaves the apartment.
I'm gonna
Ivan.
clean
Oh,
up the
sorry.
water.
Using alchemy or with a mop?
Alchemy.
Okay. Ivan, what was happening to you? You were looking for Maze Hughes. You arrive at room X.
I knock.
And you kind of hear like a bit of a shuffle from the other side. And you hear like a cling. Come on. 1 second. And then you hear you hear some noise coming from the other side of the door. And then finally you see it kind of creaks open. And he pulls it open. And you see he's completely stretched from one side to the other as he has the phone to one of his ears. And he's opening the door. Okay. Oh, no. I love you more. Yes, I do. I love you more.
I'll wait there.
You're just waiting. Hey, this continues for like a solid 2 minutes before he goes, okay, well, I've got company over. I'll talk to you later. He hangs up the door, sets it down. All right, sorry about that. Cruiser?
Land Cruiser, yeah, Ivan Land Cruiser, the third to be exact. But that doesn't matter.
Right.
So Hughes, I heard you're really good, like with your eye coordination, and I want to know if you could teach me some things.
He grabs his glasses and looks at him. Yeah, sorta.
And
I'm a pretty good shot.
what was that? Your girlfriend you were just talking to? It sounds like you're in a lovely relationship, sir.
Yeah, my beautiful girlfriend.
Really? Tell me all about it.
I'm not sure if I'm missing it. If I was missing the name, my
Oh,
beautiful
God.
Gracia.
You wrote this down. You were right for this.
I had to make sure. Gracia, she's a real character in the show.
No, I got you.
She's beautiful, most beautiful woman you'll ever see in the world. They don't get any idea. She's mine.
Oh no, I would never. As one connect to another, that's just an unspoken rule. You never go for another man's girl.
Exactly. Keep that in mind, and we can get along.
Absolutely. Tell you what, I'll lay off yours. You lay off mine when I get one. Sound like a deal?
Oh, when you get one? No, sure. Yeah, don't worry. Trust me, I've got the greatest girl in the world. There's no competition.
There we go then. All right, we're friends then.
All right. So, what's it that you're looking to do?
Never met Olivier Mary Armstrong.
I work with a bunch of alchemists, and I'm just a soldier. I mean, I'm not a bad soldier, but I would definitely like to improve my skill a little bit. And Roy told me that you might be able to help me.
Ain't you the fucker that killed your dog?
Did he do that?
Don't you shut up, Tony.
Well, I'm a bit of a good shot myself, both with knives and a gun, though I'm still working on them.
Hey, well, we should maybe you can show me some things, and then we can have a friendly little competition. See who shoots
Oh.
better.
I'm fine with taking you up on that.
Let's do it.
All right, you two head on off to a gun range.
Yeah.
Let's see what else I need to get through here.
Oh, dude. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Your secret.
Let me know.
Oh, this would happen. Elsawa and Tony, you both hear a knock on the door that you two aren't anticipating.
I come out toward the door.
And being greedy.
I'll answer it.
Yeah.
You two both answer it, and you see there's a face there that you don't recognize, but also looks kind of familiar. He looks at you two. Oh, hi. Pleasure to meet you.
Can we help you?
I'm looking for my son. I believe he's here.
What's his name?
His name's Max.
Yeah. He stays here. Here's his room.
And is he in it?
No.
Could you help me find out where he is?
I don't care enough. Elsawa, do you know where he is?
I believe he mentioned about wanting to check in on the autopsy for Sherman. So he might be at Central Command.
I guess that's where I'll go then. Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too.
Why you
You hear him whisper under his breath, "What a jerk."
How dare you treat my dad with such disrespect?
I don't know the guy. That's nice compared to what Elijah did to my mom.
You know, I can't argue with you.
I'd have done
Is
it
that
again
a
too.
pistol whip your daddy?
You freeze
One of the
him.
best part about all of that,
freezing
you
alchemy.
you can't get back because both of my parents are dead. At least both of
I
Elijah's
can
are.
get back at you. Don't worry.
Just don't freeze my ball sack. I was expecting you to freeze me while we were doing Sherman stuff. I'm not even gonna lie.
Pretty much. All right, Max, you and Gardner, you are there at the interrogation, and you see the man finally wakes up.
Oh.
And says, good. We'll wait for now. We'll signal the expert to go in. He takes a step out of the room. Moment passes.
No.
You see he steps back into the room.
No.
Another moment passes. And then you see someone who you are not familiar with enters the room.
No.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. You see
Yeah,
another soldier enters the room who you are not familiar with. You've not been acquainted with. And you can hear what's being talked about on the other side. You hear the man starting to ask the questions, explaining what happened. And then you hear the Drockman be like, no, please. Listen, I swear, he came at me. He attacked me. I did not do anything but defend myself. He goes, really? You think that Sherman, the man who let you go, who managed to bring you with us peacefully, or bring you with the team peacefully, would just attack you? Say, I swear, he started running at me through the steam. He had that shard of glass in his hand. He conjured it himself right then and there, and I knew he was going to try and kill me. I had to defend myself. The second he stabbed me with that glass, I immediately... I know what's going on now.
Oh, God.
The second that happened, I grabbed his gun and I pulled the trigger. Right. You think that one of our most esteemed generals, famous for how he always reacts to a situation with perfect logic, with cold, brutal intensity. You think he's just going to lose his mind one day and charge at you. I don't know what to tell you. You can tell us the truth. I am. You see, at that point, the man takes a knife and he stabs it straight into his hand, causing the Drockman to scream. He goes, Listen. We know who some of the identities are of the people who you brought in. We're going to find them and we're going to kill them if you don't tell us the truth. And it pretty much leads in this cycle with him begging, saying the exact same information, and the process getting more and more egregious as it goes on. before Gardner eventually steps in and says, "Listen, we can stop what happened. We're not going to gain anything from this. We don't want to deal too much damage to the man. Patch him up, and we'll get him escorted to Drachma." So at that point, he sits back, turns to you, Max. "So, do you believe his story?"
I roll a sense motive. Just like as he was like regaling us.
Sense motive to the Drachman.
Yeah.
To Nikolai.
Right.
Okay.
Enough. He's telling the truth.
You feel as though he's being genuine with what he's saying. It does not seem malevolent.
Initially, I guess I was the one that was like, "Spare this guy." So I believe what he's saying, which unfortunately means that's
Hang on, I
either
got
case
this.
closed or just an unsolved mystery.
He kind of leans back in his chair. It's a weird one. Did you see something in that cave?
Something like what?
Well, the whole thing was the Cave of Visions. And I saw my long-lost daughter. Did you see anyone?
Yeah, actually, I did. I saw.
He's gonna stop you. It's okay. You don't need to tell me the details. I'm not gonna share mine. But it's possible whatever he saw drove him into this state, assuming he saw something.
It's possible.
Well,
There's too many unknowns.
Well, I'm afraid I have all the answers I need. But you're not getting another spirit die as much as I respect what you're doing.
Dude, I just spit all over myself for that.
I know you did.
Check your messages, damn it.
So I'm gonna go get back to other business.
Whisper chat.
I'm just gonna DM you something real quick. Just
DM me too, Max.
I'm sorry.
I'll help you.
You are familiar with the two that you have encountered, and you're familiar with their presence. I guess technically the three. You're familiar that their presence was similar to the Fuhrer when you first encountered them.
Okay. Okay. All right. I feel like I don't have enough knowledge to be like, it's like just to call that out as as it is. So I'm not. All right. So if I were to go ahead and just be like, all right, this was a setup, and this was homunculi, like in my head, and like explore that path. Do I have enough knowledge of?
You are unaware of any transforming homunculi.
Okay. All right. I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, I knew this was going. All right. So what? I'm gonna have to be like case closed. Like I'll have to research this. Like outside of this, so I'll have to do my own investigation. So I'm gonna be like, yeah. I guess that's case closed for now.
Yes, right. So, well, I'm gonna get back to my office, Max. Anything else you need from me?
Yeah, you gonna be at your office later as well?
For a little bit, until I get
Hey,
called on to something more important.
I may drop by. Yep, see you later.
Have a good one. Anything else you're doing while you're here in high command?
Stop
Here,
being.
Are you gonna do it, Max?
You're here.
Are you gonna do it?
We're
I
in the
thought you
middle.
like if you were debating about like sensing anything.
There was that, but I was also is the fear. Well, I guess yeah. I mean, is the fear here?
You could look around and ask.
So first, like yes, I am gonna sense. see what sorts of malevolence is here.
You sense two malevolent energies. One coming from a room down the hall, and the other coming from Gardner.
Down the hall, is that where the body was?
No. You see it's coming down from a different hall that you have not gone through.
Okay.
Don't do it, Max. Don't get yourself killed by yourself, buddy.
Rolled a nat 20, man!
You feel that whereas Gardner's is walking away, the other one is walking closer to you.
I'm gonna let it approach.
And eventually you see, turning the corner, the Fuhrer.
Ah,
He looks, oh, Max, what are you doing here?
we just got finished with the interrogation.
Ah, and how did it go? Did he confess?
He confessed it wasn't very fruitful, though. And
If
claimed,
he confessed. Go on.
yeah, he claimed that Sherman came at him, which is it's not really believable, considering he was an alchemist. So High
Perhaps. But the evidence does line up.
I suppose it was a bad taste in the mouth, though.
Events like these never do leave a good one. Anyway, I was looking for you. Your father's here.
Well, I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
You have some
he's
visits
waiting
here?
back at the entrance, so figured I would just come and inform you personally when I walked by and I saw him.
I appreciate that.
Yes. I'm about to go talk to the rest of your team about something as well. I figure I'll give you the quick rundown while you're here. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done and inform you that you'll be reinstated back into the academy and out of the program you were obviously involved in for obvious reasons.
Of course. And if I could ask you for a favor here.
No? What is it?
Yeah, it's for research purposes. I'm looking into the information on the taboo, of course, in this country, which
Yes.
I'm sure you're fully aware of. Is there any research documents I can find, or maybe someone I could talk to?
Nothing that will be granted to you at your current state.
Dang.
Progress through the academy. Maybe then we can talk.
And I'll take the long road. Bet you didn't say no.
Of course. It's not like me to turn down an investigation into something that might be fruitful. Even though many have tried, and all of them have failed.
I'll have to take a different approach then.
Be careful. That's all I'll say. He pats you on the shoulder and walks by.
Yes, I go out up front.
All right. Just because I know Tony's running short on time here, we're going to skip ahead to something else. You all are you've returned to your dorms and the Fuhrer meets with you. Says, well, I'd like to thank you all for your service. Everything you've done involving Sherman and bringing his murderer to light. He has just confessed to the crime, and we will be handling things appropriately ourselves. So, that's that. He will be remembered as the hero he was, serving this country until his very last moment. Now, I would also like to thank you all personally. I'll finish this, then you can ask that.
Yep.
For finding iron over in Latuto. Whereas, of course, yes, it will be a very good boon for the military to have another source of metal. I also just wish to thank you for helping Sherman's final dream become a reality. We will help that town become thriving to at least a larger degree.
You should name that mine the Sherman Mine.
He looks to you. That's a good idea. We will. Elijah,
Okay.
you seem like you had a question.
It's something that I've just been dwelling on, sir. It can wait until a later date. Sorry.
All right. Well, in light of what's happened, you'll all be returning to the academy for obvious reasons. Your time with the general, I hope, was enlightening, and I'm sure you will use that knowledge that you have acquired to grow quickly. So, get used to these rooms. He knocks on the wall. they will be your home again.
Home sweet home.
Yeah.
Well, if there's nothing else, I'll be going.
This is probably the most unsafe place that we have right now.
What do you mean?
That's play.
I
There's no
say that
safer
after he
place than
leaves,
here
by
in
the way.
Central. Oh, okay. He walks on out, then he leaves.
Oh shit! I was gonna ask him for a private lesson in swords.
He's gonna say, "I'm sorry, I'm much too busy to give private lessons.
My family will pay. Sorry, no,
It's not about money."
No, yeah.
Driving this country.
I'm not a snobby. I'm not one of the snobby rich ones. I can't. I won't even say that. So sorry.
All right. Anything y'all are saying after he's left to each other?
No, I'm going to my room.
So, guys, actually, let me sense real quick, just to confirm there's no like hostile presences.
You sense the familiar presence of your father and no malicious presences around you.
All right. So he's like in a different room, right? He's not in the same.
He's outside.
Okay.
Like you all are at the entrance to the place, and that's like where the trucks would drive up. It's got the whole road path that is completely sanctioned off. You are outside in public.
You guys don't think that?
No, you're with your dad right now.
Oh, I'm with my dad right now. Okay, I
Yeah.
was gonna. Okay, never mind. So, what's this all about?
While you're talking to your dad, he went over and told them all that essentially.
Okay, I can do like that whole bit like next time if you need it. If we're gonna end here.
Yeah, we'll do this quick conversation here. There's reasons. Hey, son, how you been?
Pretty good. Living the high life here. What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I tried to contact you and I wasn't able to get through. You'd been transferred, and I wanted to come here to see if I could meet you in person. Talk to you about a couple of things that have happened, a couple of people who came by looking for you.
For me?
Yeah. One man was a nice man. He was familiar with alkahestry even. Wanted to discuss its proponents with someone who had some experience. He's quite knowledgeable about the topic already, though, so I'm not entirely sure what he would have asked you about. I'm afraid I don't have much about him other than his name was Hohenheim.
And not sure what I could have told him if he seemed to know as much as he say he did.
Well, if you see him, you know he's come around looking for you. Afraid I don't know where he went. He said he's just going where the wind takes him. Though I did feel like that was a lie.
I'll try and
Robert's
maybe
jewels
track him down.
The other one is the main reason why I came here instead of just waiting to finally get a line to you. A man came by a week ago, high up in the military. I never got his name. He's leading a private investigation on everything that happened with Luna.
That was years ago.
Yes, which is the reason why it was so concerning. And more than that, the questions he asked to me were about you, and more about your personal relations with her, you two as friends, how much she meant to you, things like that. Nothing about the actual cause of death or anything that would have been relevant to an investigation like this. It feels to me as though someone in the military was trying to scout you out and get to know something about you for some reason. I just wanted to warn you face to face.
Thanks. I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I'll do a bit of digging myself.
All right.
Well, you should stay a few days.
I'd be happy to. Introduce me to all your friends. Though maybe not Tony.
Yeah, sure thing.
What can you do?
Y'all walk on back to the dorms. Do you have any final things you need to discuss with each other? Let them be said.
Nah, I'm just going to my room.
Okay. Well,
I don't
let me
wanna
know.
di-
What's up?
I don't want to delay the inevitable. I'll wait till next time.
Well, here's the reason why. And the reason why I said this might be short, depending on what you all did. There's going to be a bit of a time skip between the next episode and this one. So if there's things that are important that you need to have done more immediately, let me know in a private message. We'll resolve that off screen and lead it into the next episode.
Just my new other arm being a gun.
Anything that you want to have happen in this time, 3 years will pass.
Wow.
As you will arrive to the end of your time in the academy.
All right.
Okay.
Throughout this time, you will have heard things such as the traitor alchemists who remain have gone into hiding, as there have not been any word from them after the attack that happened that Kimberly was involved in. And so if there are any things that influence your character that might branch your path early on, let me know so that way I can compensate for it, or maybe do a quick one-off session to cover it, put it at the end of this one.
Literally, all I'm focused on is getting better so I can work with Isaac.
Yeah. I figured, I wasn't sure. It's more towards Max and Elijah, that one.
Max doing his dirty deeds,
Yeah.
Elijah beating women. Elsawa just, hopefully he's healing people. We'll just hope. And Ivan, I don't know, killing dogs.
Well, I'm going to talk to you about a couple things after session and all that, I'm guessing. Do you want me to bring it up now, or
bring it up right now if it's something that would be
okay?
Well, with that, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go. Gotta help the wife bring in the kid. So bye, everybody. We'll see you in 3 years.
Yay! Bye. I do want to I want to be sure to during those 3 years, do we get any sort of time off of school, like break time or anything like that?
Yeah, you have some breaks.
Okay. I want to go home.
Okay. That'll be allowed.
Yeah.
Dude, me and Max,
I'm just gonna do a little bit more. Go ahead. I'll let you.
Where's St. Ivan?
Oh, so do me and Max finally get my car working?
Maybe. That's stuff you can just message me about and we'll figure that out.
I'm just thinking stupid. Like, I was just thinking random shit.
Yeah, so if it's something that's really important to your character, you can bring it up now, so that way I can make sure if we should cover it right now or not.
No, the only thing that would be anything I've been wanting is just that my extra arm becoming like a gun to help me out.
Yeah, that's all stuff that'd be private. You just send me a message about stuff like that you want to happen during this time.
If anyone else, yeah, go ahead, guys. Sorry, I was being silly.
Max.
No, I've got nothing. I was just gonna, like, people walked away, but I was just gonna bring up the investigation and something that we.
I didn't walk away. I'm still here.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, Tony's gone, but that's all right. So, you guys don't think that was a legitimate investigation, right?
Not even a little bit.
Right. So, I have a theory, but I think there's some third party involved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, someone that's involved with God dang it, his name keeps
Gardner.
There we go. Like, keeps leaving my brain. Well, someone
You
that's
think Gardner isn't Gardner? Well, isn't for us? Or do you think that he's a spy, or?
Well, he's serving under someone. We could start by looking at two superiors, but it'd be separate, entire party separately.
Yeah. Do you just get is there any reason as to why you would have this feeling about Gardner? He seemed like a very
patriotic,
willful man.
Well, for starters, during the autopsy, when performing the autopsy, he mentioned that he was far in the south, and he was on a secret mission, which is, as you know, the opposite direction that we came from, which means he had to come up there awfully quick, unnaturally quick, unless he was already on the way, and his mission was actually to kill Sherman, or to set it up to where Sherman was killed.
I've got another question to ask you. If Sherman wanted Nikolai dead, right? We all know Sherman. We know how strong he is. We've fought him a couple times. We know that if he wanted to, he could have sent so much glass at Nikolai's face, he could have just turned him into, sushi.
He's,
However, he runs at him with a glass shard. That doesn't make any sense to me. What kind of man that was as good at combat and as attentive and read the situation as good as Sherman did? Why would he ever run at somebody with a shard of glass? Or put himself in a position to where somebody could grab his gun?
I guess you have to find out now, won't you? Next time.
He's asking this right now to Max.
yeah, exactly. It's all a bit convenient.
A little too convenient, yeah. I know.
Shared this information, but that's a slippery slope, a very dangerous territory with such a high-ranking officer in the military. So
I find it funny that I finally told him a little bit of information as to personal information with myself and my business that came from my family, and he dies a little while after, so that's not great.
Indeed. Well, I said all that to end with, while the knowledge of that is something that could be explored. I think I will, at least for now, play the safe route. I will be looking into this at some point.
All we can do is play it safe. Unfortunately, we're academy students. We can't do much else.
That everything with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Osawa, anything core to your character that would be important to potential future things that should be handled right now?
Not really that I could think of. He's still a little conflicted. He has his suspicions with the investigation as well, but given that we're academy students, knows that any further inquiries is probably just gonna lead to bad things.
You're also smart enough to be aware that, they have almost everything that even not academy students, most people who would bring up this kind of skepticism would just be brushed off. Confession, evidence, etc., things like that.
Yeah, or eliminated like that guy that used to be in our team. What was his name again?
Paul or something?
Yeah. I think his name was... What? Man. I think his name was Sheridan?
I was going to guess Joe Rogan, something like that.
Hey, what's the future president got to do with that?
Listen, if Joe Rogan becomes the president, everybody's getting elk burgers now. No more beef.
You know what?
It's like him and Kanye West would be on par for me.
I can't
that's
say
what equated to it.
Kanye's a crazy motherfucker, but Joe Rogan,
at least Kanye would like sit back and like listen to his advisors and be like, yes, I don't know what I'm doing. yes,
I have nothing to do with this. I don't know why the fuck I'm here.
No, 5 years from now, you wake up like Skyrim mentioned. Hey, you're finally awake. Joe Rogan is president. The lizard people have invaded, and General Alex Jones has ordered us to the front. We got to get moving.
General Jones. Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh my goodness.
Alex Jones.
We gotta get
Alex Jones.
We're
gonna use the water to turn their frogs gay.
What?
That's his strategy. That's his wartime strategy.
Yeah. Really?
Well, he made I don't even know the context to it, but he has some line that's very memed. It's they're turning the frickin' frogs gay. In the Kingdom Hearts D&D, I make a really good joke to that because Zack ends up kissing when he's transformed into a frog. The prince, thinking that, like, misremembering how to get free.
Oh.
So I was able to drop that joke in a very timely way.
I legitimately do not remember what Red's first character's name was. I literally cannot remember it. So that wasn't even necessarily a dig. Oh yeah, it was Hagane.
No, I was being a dick.
I literally
forgot.
could not remember.
I forget half of the names
So
for
long.
you guys in this one. Whenever I like go to the notes, it's like, oh, fuck, what was their name again? I have to like run through it in my head. It's like, there it is.
I would
As
say
to
Mike,
what like
I would
oh sorry.
try to work. I would be working, trying to get a little money together, and trying to see maybe I could get in on some more autopsies just to kind of learn more about the human body.
Okay. So yeah, all
Um,
that kind of stuff would be message me about that just as a reminder. Get that fleshed out.
Local health clinics, maybe places I could sit in and like almost intern,
Yeah.
and check in with that butcher guy to see if he got a shop set up.
Yeah. Okay. So all that stuff, just message me what's relevant to that then, and
I
I'll
will
send
try
that
to
message
remember.
back to you. I'm sure I'll drop a reminder sometime this week. Elijah?
If I end up thinking of shit that I'm gonna do, with the 3 years, I'm going. Oh, I will DM you.
Cool. You're not going to go and confront Gardner right now?
Not right now. No, I don't feel like getting smoked.
If you want to,
I wasn't sure what
fine.
you do after he died, so I have a specific text, like a page of dialogue worth of conversation, just in case that happened.
Just in case somebody said shit about Gardner.
In case you confronted him about something or brought up certain topics, and none of it happened, so it's like, okay, just get
Are
to
we
push
good?
that off to the
You know
side
what?
for now.
Yeah.
You know what? It's time. I got to do it for the content.
It's your call. This will come up eventually, one way or another.
Yeah. All right. I will. I am gonna. Yeah, I'm not dumb.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Then with that, we'll see you in 3 years. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Well, thank you for watching. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications if you like this. If you're looking to support us, be sure to check the description below for a link to our merch store and Patreon you can check out. Speaking of which, I'd like to give a special thank you to this month's patrons. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.